McFarland Stadium at tonight's senior night celebration and football game between the visiting Beaver Local Beavers and your Cambridge Bobcats. Cambridge City Schools, in association with the Ohio High School Athletic Association, promotes interscholastic events and sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is an essential part of any athletic competition and is expected from the athletes, coaches, officials, and fans. As a fan or spectator, student or adult of Cambridge City Schools, we want you to be an example of positive encouragement while supporting our athletes, coaches, and officials. Our behavior should be positive, respectful, and encouraging to the athletes, coaches, officials, and the game. At this time, we would like to remind you that McFarland Stadium is a smoke-free and vape-free facility. Smoking and vaping are not allowed inside of the stadium gates. Please notice, in addition to the exit on the home side of the stadium, there are emergency exits behind the visiting bleachers. These exits, clearly marked with emergency exit signs, can be used in case of an emergency. We invite you to visit our new concession stand next to the main entrance. The concession stand features snacks and beverages. Profits from the concession stand support the Cambridge High School Marching Band. Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of your Cambridge Bobcats. We keep your student athletes and active adults of all ages healthy and in the game. Your medical team for Cambridge is head team physician Dr. Bill Kumler and athletic trainer Tiffany Jones. Ohio Health is proud to partner with over 100 Ohio schools and universities, the Columbus Crew, the Columbus Blue Jackets, and your Cambridge Bobcats. Ohio Health, elite care for every athlete. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the far sideline at midfield, where we will recognize our senior band members, senior cheerleaders, and our senior football players at the last regular season home game of their high school careers. We'll start with our band members. Our first senior band member is Hannah Geiler. Hannah has been in the marching band for 4 years, the concert band for 3 years, and the jazz band for 2 years. She is part of the National Honor Society, Key Club, and Ohio Model United Nations. She enjoys spending time with family and friends. Hannah plans on attending Bowling Green State University to earn a degree in music education. She wants to be a music teacher or band director. She is being escorted by her parents, Scott Geiler and Wendy Frame. That's senior Hannah Geiler. Our next senior is band member Elena Harris. Elena has been a marching band member for 4 years and is in the concert band. She enjoys spending time with her friends and family, reading and learning new things. She plans to attend college and major in education to become a history teacher. Tonight, she is being escorted by her mom, Lindsay Ogle, and her little brother and sister, William and Alea. Senior, Elena Harris. Our next senior band member is Gracie Rodriguez. Gracie has been a member of the Cambridge High School Marching Band for 5 years, serving as percussion section leader for 4 of those years, and as the 2025 corps captain. She is a 4-year letter winner and a member of the concert band and jazz band. She is also a 7-year member of the symphonic chorale and a member of the chamber singers. Gracie is a 3-year academic award winner and is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, and Spanish Club. She volunteers for Big Brothers and Big Sisters and has participated for 2 years in the I Believe Foundation's Youth Leadership Workshops, along with being a member of the Youth Leadership Guernsey her junior year. She has also participated in both Instrumental and Choral Youth Fest, District 9 Honors Band and Choir, and Large Group for Band and Choir, and performed at Solo Ensemble. In her free time, Gracie enjoys indulging in the arts, particularly through writing and illustrating. She hopes to attend the Ohio State University for Music Education to become a music director, along with minoring in some sort of arts program. She is being escorted by her parents, Corey Allball and Wade Rodriguez, and her brother, Keegan Rodriguez. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Gracie Rodriguez. Our next senior band member is Allie Stanley. Allie is a 5-year letter winner in the marching band and also participates in concert band, jazz band, pep band, honors band, solo and ensemble, the Cambridge City Band, and participates with the Ohio Model United Nations. She enjoys spending time with her friends and working. She will be attending the University of Nevada, Las Vegas and majoring in anthropology to become an archaeologist. She wants to give a special thanks to her amazing band directors, Mr. K, Mr. Kasinis, and Mr. Beatty, for making her a better musician and person. Tonight, she is escorted by her mother, Angela Heidelbrand, her sister, Alyssa Stanley, and her nephew, Easton. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Allie Stanley. Our next senior band member is Madeline Thomas. Maddie has been in the marching band for 3 years and is color guard co-captain. She is a 3-year letter winner and is involved in jazz band, pep band, and concert band. She also throws shot put and disc on the track and field team and participates in the Ohio Model United Nations. She enjoys spending time with her friends and family. Maddie is attending college at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and is majoring in criminal justice and minoring in human resources. Maddie wants to thank all of her friends and family who believed in her, and she wants to give a special shout out to Mr. Kernach and the rest of the band staff for pushing her to do her best. Tonight, she is being escorted across the field by her sisters, Samantha Early and Elizabeth Thomas, as well as her mother, Karis Thomas, and her 2 brothers, Tristan Thomas and Joshua Early. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Madeline Thomas. Our last senior band member tonight is Senior Becca Zaleski. She has been in the marching band for 4 years and is the current field commander. Becca participates in concert band, jazz band, pep band, solo and ensemble, and honors band. She is also involved in the OMUN. She spends her free time at the library or hanging out with friends. Becca plans to attend Ohio University Zanesville and Ohio University in Athens to pursue a career in environmental science and march in the OU's Marching 110. She hopes to work for ODNR or the Columbus Zoo in the future. She eventually wants to work with endangered species and educate people on wildlife conservation. She wants to thank Mr. Kernach, Mr. Kasenis, and all the other band staff for pushing her to grow both as a musician and as a leader. Tonight, she is being escorted across the field by her parents, Lisa and Mike Zaleski. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Becca Zaleski. Our first senior cheerleader being recognized tonight is Octavia Bailey. Octavia attends the cosmetology program at the Mid-East Career and Technology Center in Zanesville. She has been a cheerleader for 4 years and is a 3-year varsity letter winner. At Mid-East, Octavia is active in several clubs and organizations, including Skills USA, the Ambassador Program, and the Prom Committee. She also serves as the parliamentarian for the National Honor Society and the vice president of the Student Council. In her free time, Octavia enjoys spending time with her friends. After graduation, she plans to attend The Ohio State University, where she will major in business management and digital marketing. Octavia's long-term goal is to open her own salon, offering full cosmetology and aesthetic services. She hopes to specialize in lightening and hair extensions and eventually launch her own line of extensions. Octavia is escorted tonight by her mom, Sheena, her dad, Tim, and her stepdad, Chris. Senior, Octavia Bailey. Our next senior is cheerleader Bailey Gates. She's been on the varsity cheer team for 1 year, including football, basketball, and competition. She attends Mid-East Buffalo campus in the Multi-Skilled Health and Technologies program, where she is a Skills USA officer, a member of the Drug-Free Club, and a star tour guide. She enjoys shopping, going to concerts, and spending time with family and friends. After graduation, Bailey plans to attend a college of her choice to study forensic nursing. She is being escorted by her parents, Jeremy and Alicia Schriff. Senior, Bailey Gates. Our next senior is cheerleader Audrina Gibson. She is a 4-year varsity cheerleader and a 5-year varsity dance team member where she serves as captain. She is also a 4-year varsity track runner and a CrossFit athlete. She is involved in Student Council, FCCLA, Spanish Club, FFA, raising money for St. Jude, and the Ohio Model United Nations. She is a 3-year academic award winner and a 2-year member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, she plans to go to Malawi to work as a teacher assistant. Later in the fall, she intends to go to Ohio University Zanesville and obtain a nursing degree and travel the world helping underserved communities. Tonight, she's being escorted by her grandmother, Kim Gibson, grandfather, Chris Gibson, and sister, Jada Gibson. Also, in the loving memory of her mother, Crystal Gibson. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Audrina Gibson. Our next senior is cheerleader Janelle Hollis. Janelle has been cheering for the last 4 years and is a 3-year academic award winner. She also attends FCS every week and will be applying for National Honor Society in November. She likes watching movies and hanging out with her friends and family in her free time. She attends Mid-East Buffalo campus for dental assisting and in the future plans to go to Sinclair College or Ohio State to further her education and become Expanded Functions Dental Auxiliary certified. She would like to go on and further her schooling to become an orthodontic assistant. Tonight, she is being escorted by her mom, Amanda Barber, and her dad, Brian Hollis. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Janelle Hollis. The next senior being recognized is Eliza Kidwell. Eliza has been a cheerleader for 4 years. She has been dancing and competing for 8 years with EDA. She is the president of the senior class, president of the Key Club, president of the Spanish Club, the vice president of Student Council, the vice president of National Honor Society, and is involved with the Ohio Model United Nations. She plans to attend college to major in early childhood education and minor in dance. She plans to become a teacher and teach dance in her spare time. She is escorted by her mom, Amanda Hersey, her stepdad, Andrew Hersey, her dad, Aaron Kidwell, and her stepmom, Summer Kidwell. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Eliza Kidwell. Our next senior is cheerleader Aubrey Loy. She has been cheering for 6 years and is a 3-year varsity letter winner. She is a 2-year academic award winner. She is currently attending Mid-East Buffalo in the dental assisting program and is involved in the Drug-Free Clubs of America, FCS, and the STARS program. She enjoys spending time with her family and her boyfriend Levi. Aubrey is still exploring colleges but plans to continue her dental career. Tonight, she is being escorted by her mom, Anita Durbin, and her stepdad, Sean Durbin. Ladies and gentlemen, Aubrey Loy. Our next senior is cheerleader Nevaeh Miller. Nevaeh has been cheering for the past 6 years and is a 3-year letter winner, 2-year academic winner, and recognized on the director's list. Nevaeh is involved in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the Drug-Free Club, and Students Against Destructive Decisions Club. She is also enrolled in the Multi-Skilled Health Tech program at Buffalo Mid-East and has been working as a certified nurse assistant since before her junior year. In her free time, she enjoys spending time with loved ones, being outside, watching TikTok, and laying in the sun. She plans to further her education in the health field by attending college, majoring in nursing while working in the postpartum unit. Tonight, she is escorted by her parents, Brooke Hale and Daniel Miller. Senior, Nevaeh Miller. Our next senior is cheerleader Miley Reed. Miley has been a cheerleader since 7th grade and is a 4-year varsity letter winner. She has been involved in the National Honor Society, Key Club, Spanish Club, and FCCLA. She enjoys spending time with her family and boyfriend Carson and watching Dancing with the Stars every Tuesday. Miley currently takes classes at Zane State and plans to continue there after graduation to pursue a radiology degree. Miley is being escorted by her mom and stepdad, Karen and Andy Baker, and her dad and stepmom, Matt and Jessica Reed. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Miley Reed. Our last senior cheerleader being recognized tonight is Sophie Wade. She is a 4-year letter winner on the cheer team and a 5-year varsity letter winner on the dance team, where she is the captain. She has also run track for 3 years, where she has earned 3 varsity letters. She has earned 3 academic letters and is involved in Student Council, National Honor Society, Spanish Club, Ohio Model United Nations, and FCCLA. She currently is a full-time College Credit Plus student at Zane State College. After high school, Sophie plans to attend a university to obtain her bachelor's in nursing and later on earn a master's degree to become a nurse practitioner working in the NIC unit. Sophie is being escorted by her parents, Ryan and Shannon Wade. Put your hands together for senior Sophie Wade. Our first senior football player is Isaiah Barnett. He has been playing football for 3 years and is a 2-year letter winner. He also plays baseball and basketball. Isaiah enjoys playing 2K, hanging with friends, and making music. He is currently undecided regarding his future plans, but plans to pursue a degree, get a good job, and make music on the side. Isaiah is being escorted tonight by his parents, Mario and Lindsay Barnett, and his grandfather, Russ Valentine. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Isaiah Barnett. Our next senior is football player Matthew Clark. Matthew has played football since he started playing back in Biddy League, including 3 years of football for the Bobcats. He enjoys hunting, fishing, and spending time in nature and taking care of wildlife. He plans on going into the workforce and starting his own family one day. Tonight, he is being escorted by his father, Mark Clark, and the memory of his late mother, Amy Clark, whom he knows is happily watching him play from heaven. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Matthew Clark. Our next senior is football player Raider King. Raider has been playing football since 2nd grade and is a 4-year varsity letterman. He is a 4-year academic letterman as well as a letterman in wrestling and track. Raider is also involved in the Ohio Model United Nations. He spends most of his free time in the gym. He plans to attend Wright State University to earn his CPA and become an accountant. After college, he plans to travel the world, move close to the beach, and learn to surf. Raider is escorted by his parents, Josh and Heather King. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Raider King. Our next senior is football player Anthony Mascalino. Tony has played high school football for 4 years, earning 2 varsity letters. He also participated in track and field his freshman year and wrestling his junior year, earning a varsity letter. Tony is a member of the National Honor Society and a recipient of the academic letter for 3 consecutive years. Tony participated in Ohio Model United Nations for 2 years and was a class officer his freshman and sophomore years, as well as working with the Lunch Buddies program. He was part of the Guernsey Youth Leadership Program his junior year. Tony enjoys attending other sporting events to support his friends and was the Fogawi leader his junior year for basketball. In his free time, Tony enjoys Steelers football, cooking for his extended family, fishing, and poker nights. Tony is currently investigating colleges with an interest in culinary arts and business. In the future, Tony plans to own and run his own restaurant. Tony is escorted tonight by his parents, Susanna and Bob Mascalino. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Anthony Mascalino. Our next senior is football player Michael McHale. Michael has been playing football for 3 years and is a 2-year letter winner. He has also played baseball ever since he was 4 and is on the Bobcats baseball team, where he is a 3-year letter winner. Michael also dances for Everything Dance Academy, where he has been for 9 years and has multiple Division I scholarship offers. Michael enjoys playing golf and video games. Eventually, Michael wants to get his master's degree in architectural engineering. Michael wants to give all his thanks to his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for being the person he is today. Tonight, Michael is being escorted by his parents, Amanda and Marty McHale. Senior Michael McHale. Our next senior is football player Gavin Reeser. Gavin is a 3-year letter winner in football, a 3-year letter winner in wrestling, and a letter winner in track. He will be attending Muskingum University, where he will be majoring in nursing and minoring in exercise science. He has plans to attend the Palmer Chiropractic College in Florida. He is escorted tonight by his parents, Ryan and Jen Reeser. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Gavin Reeser. Our next seniors being recognized here tonight are the Ryder brothers. Zyler has been playing football alongside his brothers for the Cambridge Bobcats since 8th grade and has proudly held his place on the line throughout his entire football career. In addition to football, Zyler has competed in track and field for 3 years, throwing the shot put and discus. He attends Mid-East Buffalo campus, where he is part of the BEST program, and he's also a proud member of the Drug-Free Club. Outside of school, Zyler enjoys spending time with his friends. After graduation, he plans to enter the workforce in landscaping, where he can put his creativity to work. His brother Trayson has been a dedicated member of the Cambridge Bobcats football program since 6th grade, proudly holding his place on the line throughout his entire career alongside his brothers. Trayson has also been a member of the track and field team for 3 years. Trayson attends Mid-East Buffalo campus, where he is part of the BEST program, and he is a member of the Drug-Free Club. Outside of football, Trayson enjoys spending time with his friends and family. After high school, he plans to enter the workforce, pursuing opportunities in the building trades industry. The final brother, Gage, has been part of the Bobcat football program since 6th grade and is a 2-year varsity letterman. In addition to football, Gage competes in both track and field and wrestling. He is a 2-year heavyweight letterman. Beyond athletics, Gage is a member of Student Council and Spanish Club. He volunteers at his church's teen club and offers support to his younger siblings and other youth on the field and court. Gage has a strong academic focus. He has been on the honor roll his entire high school career and is actively taking College Credit Plus courses. After graduation, he plans to attend The Ohio State University, majoring in neuroscience on a pre-med track, with aspirations of becoming a neurologist. The Reeder brothers are being
high school football
from AVC Sports
on WYLE-FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to high school football tonight on WWKC 105. It is Bobcat football, also streaming tonight on YRPtv. Bill Kafuri, John Valentine in the press box tonight to give you the call of senior night. Bobcats, 15 seniors taking the field for the last time here at McFarland Stadium. And the Cats come in and face the Beaver Local Beavers tonight. Beavers come in at 4-4. probably need to win a couple games here at the end of the season and get some help to make the playoffs. Bobcats, another disappointing season at 0-8, but you and I were talking a little bit before we went on the air, JV, about remembering our last games here at McFarland Stadium, and regardless of records and whatnot, coaches always tell you you're going to remember that last game more than any, and there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah, there really is. I had some conversations with some fans before the game, and for that exact topic, how was it, this and that, and I said, unless you've lived it, unless you've run out on that field on a Friday night, it's just hard to describe, right? And it's something that you're going to carry with you forever, and that lasting memory of running out there on Friday with your buddies, man, in front of that home crowd is really something special.
I coming in tonight, ran into several parents of seniors that were just kind of wandering aimlessly around the stadium before the game, thinking of those same thoughts, having conversations with other parents and say, this is their last time here. This is the last time they're going to play on this field. And certainly next week, even though it's an away game, that last time, that finality of the last time you take the field at high school, it is a little bit different. And everybody says the same thing when you look back on it. Man, that went fast.
It always does. And, you only get 4 years of it, man. Enjoy it while you can. Play as many sports as you can and get out and support those that are, if you can't play on the field, be in the stands and enjoy it. Again, it's 4 years, man. Make the most of it.
And a lot of people have made much of the fact that the Cats are, in the midst of this historical losing streak. I don't think that diminishes the fact that, you've played the game and you've enjoyed the game and you love the game. And even this being your last game, it doesn't take away any of that, because the experiences that you have and the friendships you make and the love you have for the game is still the same.
Yeah, wins and losses ultimately don't really mean anything. It's the experiences, and it's hanging out with your friends and being able to be, especially football. I mean, again, it's just hard to describe, but working together, 11 guys all doing what they're supposed to do to make something work is not easy to do. And to be able to do it with your buddies and put so much time and energy, and you invest everything that you have into being on the field with your friends. Again, wins and losses are nice. Or I should say wins are nice. Wins and losses, though, technically in the big scheme of things don't really mean much, and you're not going to remember those.
Hey,
but you're going to remember being there with your friends.
I agree with you 100%. And, a lot of people would think, well, it'd be nice if they won some games, and it would be.
Sure.
Yeah, we're not diminishing that at all, but
Right.
The experience that you have is still the same. You work hard to wear the uniform to come out and play on Friday nights, and you've done that. And there's a certain amount of respect that you've earned from other alumni and people in the stands, that you've endured stuff that it certainly isn't easy to do, and probably not even harder in the midst of losing. Hard to have that same attitude and go out there and play 100%, even when you don't know that the chances of winning aren't very good.
Yeah, 15 seniors walking across the field for the last time tonight. You got to have a lot of respect for those 15 seniors. I mean, they've taken it on the chin these last 3 years, and kudos to them for sticking it out. And we've been able to watch each one of them grow over those 4 years, and for them to be able to put so much effort towards it and not give up and try to get that one W before they get out of here. You got to respect it.
Yeah, and of course it's a senior night for the band parents and band members, and same thing for the cheerleaders tonight. A lot of parents going through that same emotion of the last time we're going to do this in this place. And, that's a special time. And we've been fortunate this year. And tonight's another one of those nights that it's been fantastic weather. It's a nice, cool fall day. Probably get a little crisp later, but couldn't ask for much better weather this time of year.
No, man, to be in week 9 with the kind of weather that we've had this year, we have certainly been spoiled, no doubt about that.
Pregame continues here from McFarland Stadium. It is senior night. The celebration continues on the field. We'll step out for a couple minutes, be back, and take a look at tonight's lineups right after this.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions Mental Health Urgent Care.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
Looking for a hometown barbershop with friendly service and expert cuts? Judy's Barbershop in Cambridge, Ohio is the place for you. From sharp fades and modern styles to timeless trims, Judy's knows how to keep you looking your best. Every visit is more than a haircut. It's a chance to relax, catch up, and walk out with confidence. Serving generations of families, Judy's Barbershop takes pride in quality and care.
High school football
From AVC Sports.
on WWKC, Caldwell, Cambridge.
KC 105.
Back in McFarland Stadium, Bill Kafuri, John Valentine here on KC 105 tonight and streaming on YRPtv. Hopefully you've joined us in one of those places. If not, you're not listening to this message now.
They wouldn't know any different.
Anyway, the coin toss taking place on the field as we speak. Bobcats in their home blues for the last time tonight, and the Beavers from Beaver Local in the road white. And
Like
the moment we've all
Cambridge
been waiting for,
has won the
It's
toss.
like the Cats have won the toss. They will take the ball first, and it gives us an opportunity to talk a little bit about the Bobcats offense. Have struggled the last 3 weeks, but the first 5 games of the season, things were clicking a little bit, moving the ball a little bit, but more injuries have piled up on them, and it's been a little tough for them to sustain what they were able to start early in the season. And the question tonight is, can they get back to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think if they're going to, this is a game to be able to try to get back to that. Beaver, though they score a lot of points, they also give up some points too. They've been giving up a lot of points lately. Last week, 35 to Indian Creek. So, and watching them on film, they are a little susceptible to the run a little bit. So, obviously, that's what Cambridge focuses on. So, it would be nice to be able to get that offense onto the field, control the tempo a little bit and slow it down, but pay it off on a long drive and take a lot of time off the clock and keep it away from the Beavers, put it in the end zone, give us a shot.
We've seen them put together a few
Sure.
of those 15-play drives this year, and when they can ride Marshall Ashley a little bit and get him the ball and get him some space, they've been pretty successful there. It isn't a team that has great ability to throw the ball down the field. Not a lot of speed on the outside, but they've got a couple of guys that can catch the ball, but you got to mix that up a little bit. And if they can be successful in the run, it can make that pass opportunity even better.
Yeah, certainly be able to put their quarterback in a better position. A.J. Lawrence has kind of been up and down a little bit through the air this year. But his biggest strength is his legs. To be able to get him outside the pocket and in space to be able to make some guys miss is a huge benefit to that running game as well that would open up the pass later on. So he's got some weapons he can throw it to if he has a couple seconds to be able to set his feet and forward it.
Yeah, the Beavers got some weapons of their own. You had a chance to watch a little bit of them on film, and that's going to be something the Cats are going to have to contend with. Big running backs, some speed a little bit, and a senior-laden offensive line.
Yeah, they feel pretty good about their team. Even though they're 4-4 coming in, they've played some pretty decent teams. Obviously, they lost to Union Local, and then last week to Indian Creek, who is yet to lose a game. And they had a tight one, actually had a chance to win it. There was no score in the entire fourth quarter by either team. So they had their chances inside the 10, their last possession of the game. So they've got some guys that they can run the ball. They're a little bit more run-heavy this year than they have been in the last couple years by design because of that bigger offensive line and some running backs they feel comfortable with.
Yeah, three common opponents. They've defeated Brook 26-0, East Liverpool 21-12, and lost a narrow one to Indian Creek a week ago, 35-28. So a few games there that we can kind of make that comparison a little bit. So certainly they've shown the ability to score against just about everybody and have put some points on the board. We're going to step down on the field for a moment and have the Cambridge Marching Band perform our national anthem, sponsored by Southeastern Ohio Credit Union tonight. So our national anthem. Cambridge Marching Band with our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner there, presented to you tonight by Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. Just about that time tonight, folks. Get yourself ready. If you haven't got the popcorn on, it is time, game time, just a couple minutes away. We'll step out one more time, and our pregame action will be back with tonight's opening kick right after these messages.
Step into North Star Barbershop, 1300 Clark Street, Suite 3, Cambridge, where every cut ends with a crisp razor shave tailored just for you. Our full-service approach delivers sleek fades, classic trims, and polished grooming in a friendly, relaxed vibe. Whether you're prepping for your day or a special event, our expert barbers ensure you leave looking and feeling your best. Ready for a fresh look? Book today on Booksy or call 740-501-8896. Good luck to all high school football teams this season.
At Doan Ford, your family means the world to us. Our parts and service department work to make sure your family arrives at their destination safely. Our collision department takes pride in getting your family back on the road. Whether you're taking a trip, going grocery shopping, or taking the kids to school, choose Doan Ford. We will be happy to help you. Stop in and see us today for all of your parts and service or collision needs.
Don't let our name fool you. At C&K Muffler and Brake, we do a whole lot more than just mufflers and brakes. From routine oil changes and diagnostics to transmissions, engine work, tires, and more, our expert mechanics keep your car running right. You'll find C&K Muffler and Brake at 220 South 2nd Street in Byesville, right across from People's Bank. C&K Muffler and Brake, trusted, reliable, and ready to get you back on the road. Grand opening alert! Join us at Treasure Hunt Bin Store, located at 148 Glen Highway in Cambridge, right across from West 40 by Payyear. We're open Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Hunt through bins full of brand new top brand items, from clothes and shoes to house goods and more. Don't miss out on $10 Halloween costumes and exciting Amazon mystery boxes packed with surprises. Treasure the hunt, love the finds. 148 Glen Highway, Cambridge. See you this weekend.
Back at McFarland Stadium, Bill Kafuri, John Valentine here tonight, just moments from kickoff. Want to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest. Doan Ford, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Village Hardware and Rental, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and AC, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Dutro Ford, Lincoln and Nissan, Judy's Barbershop, the Treasure Hunt Bin Store, C&K Muffler and Brake, Bicon Services, North Star Barbershop in West 40, Auto Sales. All of our kickoffs tonight sponsored by Valentine Insurance, First Downs, Bicon Services. Teams get in the red zone. We'll try to remember it's a J&M Electric red zone. Touchdown tonight sponsored by Kemp Insurance Agency, and all of our scoreboard updates Surgeon Construction. Oh, and actually we have the video instant replay that you're going to talk about all night, right?
Good.
High Street Seneca sponsoring our video replays tonight. We'll try to have as many of those as we can, and after most plays, just redoing it. And stay tuned, post-game wrap-up, we'll have our +1 pizza player of the game. 15 seniors taking McFarland Stadium Field for the last time tonight for the Bobcats. And they take the field right now. We've talked enough about them this year, and you know, the sad fact is they do have to play almost a perfect game, eliminating penalties and make sure that you don't get behind the chains, and all those things we say are cliche, they are certainly true.
Yeah, and one thing that they have certainly improved on this year as opposed to the last several years is that penalties. They have certainly cleaned that up this year, so that's nice to see, but take care of the ball, control the line of scrimmage, and make some stops on the defensive end. Beaver can move the ball, and Cambridge has been real susceptible here these last 3 weeks with giving up some points. So if you can make a couple stops on D and control the clock on the offensive end, you're going to give yourself a good shot.
Yeah, any chance that a team like Beaver comes in here and maybe takes the Bobcats
Absolutely.
too lightly?
No doubt about it. Absolutely. You've got a 3-1 record all time against Cambridge, and Cambridge is coming in with, you know, closing in on 30 losses in a row. So absolutely, especially going into week 10, I'm sorry, when you're trying to get a playoff run. They currently are in that spot. They're in the conversation now, so they have to put themselves in position, certainly a week that they could look forward and forget about the Bobcats.
Bobcats going to start the night on offense tonight. That means A.J. Lawrence behind the center, Marshall Ashley in the backfield, Lucas Loffman as well, Damian Shaw, the other wingback. Cats up front, Isaiah Barnett, Grayson Stoner, Tony Mascalino, Peyton Shiflett, Chance Todak, and senior tight end Raider King. Had a chance to talk to his dad a little bit before the game, too. And, again, just shaking his head, couldn't believe that it's gone this fast. But, you know, in the situation, too, where his son going into the season was asked to move to a different position on both sides of the ball, normally playing defensive end, and asked to play linebacker this year. You know, and it takes a few games to get the field to do something like that, but loving the game of football. It's something that he's enjoyed doing and has gotten much better at, and has become a leader for the Cats on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, has done a lot of really good things over the last 4 years, and not just him, but certainly, again, we mentioned earlier that, you know, you got 15 of them out there, and you know, you got to give a little bit of respect to all of them for sticking it out and continuing to work hard and not giving up, and be a nice reward for them tonight to be able to put the ball in the end zone and come away with a W.
Back deep for the Bobcats, Damian Kissinger and Trayvon Shaver as the Cats take the field to receive the kickoff. Beavers stretching it out and getting ready to go here. Kickoff, Braden Hall going to place the ball on the left hash. And you see a lot of teams do that and try to angle it across the field and pin you in the corner.
Yeah, you figure you take away half the field at least by doing that, and it gives, you know, the offense or the receiving team, they pretty much just have to go on one side.
All of our kickoff tonight, sponsored by Valentine Insurance. And here we go. Week 9 is underway, and this will be angled down the sideline. Shaver takes it at the 11, straight up the hash, out to the 20-25, and across the 30-yard line, where the Cats will set up their first offensive go of the night.
Good return there by Shaver. He'll just go straight ahead and get as many as he can. Ends up getting 20.
First time this year that he got a chance to do that. He's learned that you got to just pick a straight line and go. Yep. And the Cats will be at the 33 as they send the offense out for the first time tonight. Be huge if the Cats can sustain a drive here and put points on the board.
Yeah, Beaver Local usually plays. They like to favor that 4-3 style, but you'll see some 3 front looks here. You'll see them in a 5 DB set as well sometimes.
Cats out of the pistol set will throw on first down. And Lawrence fires it to the right flat. And has Kissinger over there for a probably 6-yard gain on that first down play. And that's, you know, that's got to be something that fools a lot of people. A team that runs the ball probably 90% of the time comes out firing.
Yeah, that surprised us as well, right? We talk about them trying to control the clock by running it but you see the beef up front for the Beavers. So putting it out and getting some quick passes out in the flat certainly not going to hurt you.
Devin Kraft in the middle of that at 280 pounds. Cats stay in the gun. Motion across, hand it off to Shaw, or actually a keeper, as the Bobcats faked it to Shaw Lawrence on the keeper straight ahead, and I think he put it on the ground, and it did, and it's going to be Beaver ball. Lawrence on the fake tried to tuck it away and didn't secure it well enough, and 2 plays in, the Bobcats turned it over, and the Beavers are going to have great field position here.
Yeah, it was a big hit there to be able to jar it loose. The announcer said 75 is who caused the fumble and recovered the fumble.
Devin Kraft, 280 pounds. I just mentioned him. Beavers take it over. Wade Foster out of the pistol. He'll throw it on the first play. Out into the left flat. Has a man. Jack Nacella just short of the first down. So a little pitch and catch.
Wade Foster completed the pass to Jack Nicola.
So from the Bobcat 40 down close to the 30, second down and about a yard. Again to throw, winging it out in the left flat again. Completion, but not a whole lot to air.
Foster pass complete to Nicholas McKenzie.
And that one, Nick McKenzie,
brings up 3rd and short
on the reception.
I don't know, did he gain anything there? Maybe half a yard.
Yeah, they didn't give him a whole lot. So 3rd and a yard. Power look in the backfield, but out of the gun. And the handoff to the deep back straight ahead. He'll try to pop it to the edge. Got there. And then a little bit more. Lane Jones will turn it up and gain enough for the first down.
Lane Jones on the carry for Beavers.
Inside the 30. And see, there is a hold on the play, it looks like. A penalty on the play. And, you know, one of the things we talked about in the pregame is, you know, will the Beavers come out and play mistake-free football? The Cats have already turned it over once, but the Beavers with a big penalty here.
Yeah, certainly would have been a first down and about to the 25-yard line.
But you back it up a little bit here. Still trying to spot the ball from the spot of the foul, and they'll place it back near the 38, where it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 8 now.
They'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Beavers.
Beavers got to be thinking, you know, 4-down play here, right?
Yeah, you get a gift and get a ball inside your opponent's 40. You got to take advantage. 3
receivers wide left, now motion that way. Foster's going to roll there. Throw it down the field, has a man, but another flag in the backfield. And if this play holds, it's enough for a first down.
Yeah, it'll be another hold.
McKenzie on the catch, but back-to-back penalties, I think, going to be the case here for Beaver Local.
And that one will really move them back because that happened near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, McKenzie got just enough to move the sticks, but hold the buzz. That's not happening here. 3rd down and probably about 18. Back-to-back penalties on the Beavers.
All right, defense needs to step it up here and keep this gain to inside of 10 yards to make it 4th and 10 at least.
Out of the gun. Jones offset left of Foster. Play action. Down the field and the pass too high. Good coverage by the Bobcats. And
Foster pass.
Looked like the tight end, Nocella, coming across the middle. Bobcats had underneath coverage and some deep coverage as well. So the Beavers come out and throw it every down, pick up a couple penalties, and now face 4th and long, and they'll bring in the punt team.
How about that? Cambridge with a big stop after that turnover.
Peyton Cowdery in to punt it away. Bobcats have a couple of returners back on the 10-yard line. Low floating punt taken by the Cats down on the 15, and coming up the field, Blaze Barlow with a short return, but the Cats avoid damage from the punt, the fumble. And with 10:08, they're going to get it back and a chance to kind of reset everything.
Yeah, real lucky there that Foster didn't look backside because they had the slot receiver wide open going down the center of the field. Cambridge playing a deep zone, obviously, when it was 3rd and long, so was willing to give up a few yards, but boy, if he would have looked backside, he may have had that first down.
1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 20-yard line. No score, 10:08 here in the first period. Handoff straight ahead, Lashley, and he'll be gobbled up after a short gain. across the 30-yard line, and that's going to be Aiden Price on the stop.
Tackle made by Brady Nelson.
Give him 2. Bobcats testing out the middle, and we talked a little bit about that. Evan Hours, Brady Nelson, Devin Kraft, the big guy in the middle at 280, and Liam Jordan, the front 4, although it looks like this down, Beavers are going to be in a 3-man front. Cats will go out of the pistol set. Lawrence takes a snap, looks down the field, fires it in the flat, has a man, and that's completed. Kissinger out near the 30 will fight for the yardage and have a first down, and that'll be the Bobcats' first. Bicon Services first down of the night. Cats showing some improvement in the short passing game there.
Yeah, good route there by Kissinger to be able to find the open spot, come back towards the ball, to be able to catch it and still be able to squeak past that first down marker.
And plenty of time for Lawrence to find a man and throw the ball.
And again, if you want to be able to get the ball out of his hands quicker, you got to take those quick 3-step drops. No reason to be throwing the ball 40, 50 yards downfield every play. Use those little 5, 10-yard outs.
Deep motion. Bobcats hand it off to the deep guy, and that's going to be Laufman. He'll get it out across the 35, just shy of the 40. And the Bobcats with a plus play on first down. Got about 5, maybe 6 on that first down carry. And Cats with a little misdirection.
And we've noticed over the last several games when they run that little end around to Kissinger or to Shaw or to Laufman, they've been able to put their foot in the ground and see a hole straight ahead of them. So they've certainly improved in that running part of it.
Lawrence again under center, handoff straight ahead, and Lashley off the right guard. Lowers the shoulders and has to fight for maybe a yard or so. Third down and a short 2. Been pretty tough going between the tackles tonight for the Cats so far. And this is a situation probably 98% of the time we've seen them run the ball. Is this something where now they gained a little confidence in the ability to throw it? You might try it here.
Well, if it's me, I'm giving that option to A.J. Lawrence. I'd rather him keep it instead of throwing it. Have the ball in his hands, use his legs for the first down.
Double wide receivers each way out of the gun. Handoff. Lashley trying to get to the edge, gets horse-collared and thrown down. That's going to be Price on the stop, but grabbed him by the back of the jersey and was able to spin him to the ground, and he'll lose a couple of yards, and the Cats will be facing fourth down in a punt situation.
And for all those people out there yelling that it was a horse collar, no, it wasn't. Technically, the rule says, I've had people yell at me for this. The rule says you have to pull them backwards or you have to pull them sideways. If they fall forward, it's not a penalty.
Dedrick on for the punt, gets into it, floats it up high, bounces once or twice, and dies inside the 35, where the Beavers will take over. 7:05 left here in the opening period. Still no score. Bobcats have had a couple of chances, put a first down on the board. The Beavers, with their second look here, after having great field position, now have to start at their own 33.
Yeah, I would guess Beavers are probably going to settle into more of a running game at this particular juncture, just to try to establish that line of scrimmage.
Starting in the gun, Foster. Deep motion, hands it off on the jet sweep, coming around the outside. And a nice defensive play in the backfield. That Raider King?
It was.
Stopped in his tracks by Raider King.
I mean, he shot in there from that linebacker spot like he was in the huddle and knew the play.
Pick up any advantage you can here, Coach. Maybe he did here.
Owen Moore on the carry that time, didn't get back to the line. We'll lose probably 3 here. Now it's third or second down and long. Jones offsets to the right. Here comes motion across again. The fake and the keep by Foster. And he's going to run into the other linebacker for the Bobcats, and that's Lashley.
Lashley for the Bobcats.
So back-to-back runs, and Beavers will be back at the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. Halfway through this opening period, still no score. Foster.
Yeah, Foster's a big guy, 6'1", 205. It's going to be hard to bring him down.
Trips to the right side. He looks back to his left, fires it out there, has a man. Cats given a big cushion on the outside and then a couple of missed tackles. And enough for the first down. McKenzie, who's their go-to guy. And Cambridge giving him a huge cushion that time. He was able to catch the ball, turn around, and start running with it before anybody made contact. Got about 15 and the first down. Back to the line very quickly, and it's going to be Lane Jones on the carry straight ahead. Got 3, maybe 4. Beavers, fast break offense here. Again, right back to the line of scrimmage. Give him 6 on that first down carry, and again, back to Jones, and they're just shoving the pile forward. He got close to the line to gain. Inside the Bobcat 45. And I think they'll mark him maybe a football length shot. Third and yard. Quarterback sneak out of the gun, and Foster's just going to take it straight ahead, following Jones through the hole.
Yeah, you see, again, Foster 6'1", 205. In those kind of situations, it's a no-brainer to be able to use that size and strength to be able to get a couple yards.
Just outside the red zone, 34-yard line and counting, and Beavers got a good rhythm going here. Quick pass out in the right flat. Find another man there, open in the seam.
Foster's pass complete to Wise.
Wise on the reception, and he got enough to move the sticks again, so mixing it up pretty well. A couple of runs, a couple of passes, and the power pistol. Handoff to the up back, slanting weak side. That's going to be Aiden Price. Price not hit till he gained about 6 or 7, maybe 8 on the play. And this drive, the Beavers doing whatever they want. They'll stay in that power set. Price the up back. Jones the deep man. Foster will keep it himself. Doesn't get much blocking off the left side, but he'll stumble forward and inside the red zone to the 10-yard line. He will move the sticks where it's going to be first and goal. So the J&M Electric red zone. First team to get in tonight, the Beavers, with 3:16 and counting here in the first period. Still no score, but looking to change that. 10th play of the drive coming up here.
Yeah, maybe Beaver trying to catch their breath here a little bit. It's been pretty quick pace here.
They've been going go, go, go. Now under center, Foster on the counter play, and that's to Jones, and he'll sprint to the end zone off the left side.
Lane Jones goes up the middle for a Beaver touchdown.
And that will be a Beaver Local TD from 9 yards out. Jones, a 210-pound senior, hits pay dirt for the first time.
Braden Hall on to kick for the Beavers.
On for the extra point, Braden Hall. He'll get it down, he'll get it up and miss it. Pulled to the left, so 6-0 our score here, brought to you by Surgeon Construction, the Beaver Local Beavers on top. We'll step out for 30 seconds. More coming up on KC 105 and YRPtv right after this.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
Back at McFarland Stadium, our Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown scored by running back Lane Jones. Untouched straight up the middle from 9 yards out, and 67-yard drive, 10 plays. The Beavers had everything working on that drive.
Yeah, you see why Coach McKenzie's real excited about his running game with the line up front. And then you throw in Foster, Jones, Price, all over 200 pounds and big bodies coming downhill at you. I'd feel pretty good about it, too.
Another Valentine Insurance kickoff coming up. Braden Hall, this time from the right hash. Kicked it down the hash last time instead of across the field. See where he heads here as he approaches. And short kick goes across the field the opposite direction. and bounces out of bounds near the 30-yard line. So the Bobcats are going to enjoy pretty good field position here, down 6-0. 2:48 left here in the opening period. They'll spot it out
First and 10.
at the 35.
The 35-yard line.
A little extended onside kick, trying to find an opening there.
Just about did.
Yeah, it did find an opening, just took a bounce towards the sideline. Still pretty good field position for Cambridge.
Bobcats have come out, mixing it up a little bit here early, and Lawrence this time will spread the field a little bit towards the sideline from the right dash. Has a man split wide there. He'll go under center. Lashley the deep back, deep motion, and play action again. Lawrence went back to pass, man in his face, got away from one guy, trying to get to the edge, does. Out across the 35 to the 40 and scampers out of bounds near the 45-yard line. See where they mark him. That's enough for a first down. It looks like it, as he got to that line, and that should move the sticks for the Cats. Indeed it does. Another Bicon Services first down.
Showing that speed to be able to outrun some defenders.
Yay far.
Yeah, it wasn't by much. He had his hands reached out to try to get him, but Lawrence just has that breakaway speed and found the corner.
Back to pass, but took off running. That's another weapon the Cats got to utilize. First and 10 from the 45. Well, actually, off the left side. And a lot of penetration defensively that time. Brady Nelson in the background, Kraft in the background, backfield, and nobody there. No place to go for the Cats that time. Cash Williams in there defensively as well. Man, or I'm sorry, Wyatt Wright, 5'11", 330.
Hard to move him.
Not with a tractor.
That's Lashley's fourth carry for 0 yards.
Cats lost a yard there. They'll spread the field a little here. Second and long, out of the gun. Back to pass. Pump fake. Lawrence now looking for somebody. A flag comes in. This will be a hold on the Cats, and Lawrence will slip away from a couple of defenders in the backfield, but this one preliminary, they're saying holding on the Bobcats. Indeed, it will be, and just a matter of whether or not the Beavers want to take the penalty or the play. No gain on the play.
Right, no gain. They got to be able to take the penalty.
Lawrence trying to pump fake it and go deep. Had a guy down there, but he just didn't have the time to let it go.
He did decline the penalty.
Yeah, so they'll take the play. No gain for the Cats. And third and 11. Ball still at the Cambridge 44-yard line. 1:47 left here, opening period. 6-0 Beavers. Lawrence hustling in with the play. Back to the line of scrimmage, out of the gun again. Lashley, back deep, motion across to Trips and motion up front. And that's going to be another 5 on the Bobcats. This one will get accepted. So third and 16.
5 yards for illegal motion. Brings up third and 16.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have jumped, it should have been an illegal shift anyway, because he had 2 guys in motion and one wasn't set. But they let that one go and then got the false start.
The result ends up being the same. They'll lose 5 and bring up third and long. Cats have turned it over and punted in their previous 2 possessions, looking at third and long here. Double slot, again, motion across to Trips. Lawrence looks that way, fires it back to the right side and intended down the sideline, and there is a penalty. Damian Kissinger turned around and looked at the official and said, "Did you see what I saw?" And apparently the guy did.
Apparently he did.
The flag came in and must have been a hold going on, as Kissinger unable to get away from the defender, maybe for a reason. And you're looking at the replay, you'll see that down that far sideline, and flag going to go against Beaver Local. And Markov 10.
Looks like a 10-yard penalty for.
And it will stay third down.
That is the Beavers' third penalty for 30 yards.
Not an automatic first down, so the Bobcats facing third and about 7 here. And timeout called by Cambridge. So the Cats maybe want to think about this third down play a little bit longer. And while they do that, we want to thank our sponsors for tonight's streaming video and broadcast. Treasure Hunt Bin Store, Judy's Barbershop, C&K Muffler and Brake, Icon Services, Dutro Ford, Lincoln and Nissan, Hallwell Behavioral Health Services, and Naples Electric Heating and AC. First quarter score-wise has gone to the Beavers 6-0, but the Bobcats hanging in there a little bit, and they can put together something here and finish it up with points. It'd be a little different story.
Yeah, haven't really moved the ball that well. Only 17 yards on the ground and 15 through the air, but a couple penalties by the Beavers have certainly helped to be able to extend some drives now. And really a good place for a timeout because, as you pointed out, this is a pretty important play here. I mean, early in the game, yes, but you know, you're at midfield, a chance to be able to get a first down and take it into their territory. A good chance to make sure you got the right play called here.
Yeah, that'd be a momentum builder, and you
Sure.
know, get a chance to make a couple of coaching points here and say, hey, you know, let's execute on this play and get in their territory. So 3rd down and 6. Lawrence goes under center, deep motion, fakes it to Shaw, rolling to his left. Lawrence squares the shoulders, throws it down the middle, has a man, and in and out of the hands of Loftman. He was right there. Had it just a little high and just couldn't pull it down. That would have been inside the Beaver 40-yard line, and certainly enough for a first down. Cats just don't execute. They got everything they needed except the catch.
Yeah, got a block on the edge and a great job by Lawrence to get his shoulders square enough that he could get enough juice on it to put it where he needed to.
No punting situation. Bobcats bring in Tedrick again to punt the ball away. Good snap, steps into it. High floater that comes up short and takes a Bobcat bounce and inside the 20. Still rolling down around the 17-yard line. So again, backing up the Beavers, who lead at 6-0 with 1:23 left here in the opening period. Field position didn't seem to matter much to Beaver Local last time they had it.
No, they sped it up, turned that tempo up, and took the ball right down the field, and then paid it off in the end.
Yeah, Foster had him at the line ready to go, and he's there again. Lane Jones backfield with Foster out of the pistol set. He's got 3 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left side. McKenzie's been one-on-one over there. And Foster with the fake and the keep straight up the middle. Big yardage, 30, 40. Nobody with an angle. Can anybody haul him down from behind? And he's going to make it down to the 10 before one of the Bobcats does. That looks like Braden Morris chasing him down.
There's a lot of standing around, so there must be a flag somewhere.
There may be a flag.
There is, about the 43.
Yeah, a lot of guys backing up.
Oh, and it's a
Foster
hold.
showed some speed there, and so did Morris for the Bobcats, who didn't really have much of an angle, but hauled him down from behind.
And you can see with plays like that is why Braden Morris has been getting a heck of a lot more playing time these last couple of weeks.
The penalty is a hold again against Beaver Local. That is their 3rd penalty on offense here in the first quarter. So that will certainly negate the big play where they called the penalty. He was already in the wide open spaces, so probably no need for the hold, but the mark it at the 25-yard line. So a gain of 8 on the play.
I would guess Foster will not be running the ball on this play. He got to get his legs back under him.
Get some oxygen in him, huh?
Yeah.
Jones in the backfield, he will take the handoff straight ahead. He'll have the first down and a couple more. Shaw on the tackle for the Bobcats, but that's enough to move the sticks and get us to the minute mark. So Beavers mixing it up pretty well, utilizing all the weapons that they have.
Yeah, Jones takes a break, Price in for the Beavers.
Offset to the left of Foster. McKenzie, a lone split into the left, and that's exactly where Foster's looking, flushed out of the pocket, and he lowers the shoulder, but gets grabbed and drugged to the ground.
It's not an easy fella to bring down, buddy.
Grayson Stoner found that out right there. Grayson's not a little guy.
No, he's not.
Well, Foster is 6'1", 205, so he's as big as a lot of defensive linemen.
Yeah, and he let Stoner know that you won't bring me down, you better hit me lower than that.
This is going to be bring your lunch, buddy. This is going to be a tough one. Loss of a yard on the play, 2nd and 11. two backs in the backfield with Foster. Play action. He'll fake it, roll to the left, and in and out of the midsection. He had Lane Jones, who was the up back that time, snuck into the flat. He was wide open. He just didn't look it in. And that will fall incomplete and end the first period of play as we head to period 2. Beaver Local on top of Cambridge, 6-0. We'll step out and be back right after this.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares. Close to home.
High school football
From AVC Sports.
on WWKC, Caldwell, Cambridge. KC 105.
Back at McFarland Stadium, 1 quarter in the book. Our Surgeon Construction scoreboard update 6-0. Beaver Local on top of the Bobcats. A long 10-play drive by the Beavers in their second possession. The only difference in the game right now, missed extra point. And it stands 6-0. And the Beavers here facing 3rd and long from their own 32.
Yeah, 3rd and 11 here, basically. So, you know, those DBs don't give up, you know, that big, huge 8, 7, 8, 9-yard cushion that we have been. Get up on there a little bit. Don't give them this first down through the air.
5 wide receiver look. Back to pass. Foster goes with the screen play underneath, and that's a perfect call. Out to the 40, 50, 40 of the Bobcats, and going down the right sideline all the way to the house is Peyton Cowdrey.
No laundry on the field that time.
Foster, screen pass complete to Peyton Cowdrey. Takes it to the end zone.
Cowdrey from the 32 all the way to the bank.
Wow.
And that was the perfect play call as the Bobcats were bringing some heat. And 68-yard little catch and mostly run. Once he cut through the defense, there wasn't much going on there. So all back on for the extra point attempt. Missed in his first try tonight. Good snap. It's down. Kick is up. And he missed this one to the right. One to the left, one to the right. Kind of looks like playing golf with me. Missing left, missing right. But 0 for 2 tonight for Braden Hall. And with 11:43 left here in the first half, Beaver Local extends their lead to 12-0. Bobcats give up early points here in the second period.
Well, we look like we have a hold. I don't know, is there a holding penalty against Cambridge? But
well, the Bobcat defense hasn't left the field.
No, there's laundry there, and
the Beavers will probably go for 2 then.
Yeah, I would think it's going to be half the distance, so they'll be at the 1.5 if they choose to do so.
Well, they've been moving the ball up and down the field. You'd think that might have been an option after the first miss anyway. But
So now he's saying personal foul. I thought it was a hold the first time. At that time, it was a signal personal foul. So I don't.
Indeed, that's going to bring the Beavers offense back on the field and a chance to go for 2.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer here. Put those big bodies in the backfield.
Well,
Beaver Local attempting a 2-point conversion.
And they do.
Lane Jones, the deep back, triple stack. Handoff. Jones straight ahead. Slips past a couple of guys that missed him in the backfield and right under the tackle
Jones on the carry
of Tony Mascalino, and he'll get in for the 2-point conversion this time.
For the 2-point conversion.
So the run is good, making it 14-0 Beaver Local here. Early second period, 11:43 to go, and again the Beavers didn't seem to matter where they started that drive at, it's where they finished. And starting at their own 17 all the way down, that time only taking 6 plays to get to pay dirt.
Yeah, as you mentioned, great play call on that screen underneath. They sent, as you know, as I was saying, I didn't want him to give up that much room and give up a first down through the air. And I saw all the receivers sprinting downfield, and I thought, why in the world are they going to throw it deep here?
Yeah.
Well, now we know why, because then they brought Cowdrey right out of the backfield, and just a great play call.
Yeah, the defense all spread out. Cowdrey, I don't know if he got touched as he went all the way to the end zone. Bringing up another Valentine Insurance kickoff here with the score 14-0 Beaver Local. And Hall again will place it on the right hash. Tried to kick it across the field last time and knocked it out of bounds. See what his play is here. And right down the hash in the direction of Kissinger, who catches it, bobbles it, picks it up at the 10. Out to the 15 and swarmed by white jerseys there and then knocked down. So forward progress going to get him out near the 16 or 17, where the Bobcats now got to sustain something to stick around here. Can't let things get out of hand too early in the ball game tonight.
No, nothing wrong with using about 11 of that 11:37 here left in the second to take it down and put it in the end zone. Keep the ball away from those Beavers.
Marking the ball at the 17. Bobcats probably their worst starting position of the night. A couple of first downs tonight to get things moving. And one of the things we've seen Cambridge do here a little bit is some play action, and they've had some success here early with it. And Lawrence is going to go under center. A couple of backs behind him. And he'll run the sweep to the right side, trying to get Lashley to the corner, and he'll make the turn and get out near the 20 before he's cut down. And I think they'll mark him pretty close to the 22. So Cat's able to get to the edge that time and pick up about 4. It's a little wrinkle that we haven't seen a lot of.
And I like it. Having a lead blocker, at least, for a guy that can run people over anyway.
Brings back memories of the old Bob and Cat.
That's exactly what popped in my mind. We had that conversation before the game.
Motion across, handoff. Morris trying to get up the left side and slipped out of a couple of tackles. We've seen Morris a little bit more defensively now on the offensive side, and he might have squirted across for the first down. Indeed, he did. I'll mark him down at the 29, and that's another Bicon Services first down.
Yeah, I think a guy that just needs to get more touches. Coaches have said he's been doing a really good job on the defensive end, and he certainly has some skill, as you could see there. Just got to get him more involved in the game plan. And he's young, so he's still learning the playbook.
He's a step quicker. Just a sophomore, listed at 5'8", 140. Mark him in there at that slot back. Play action. Guy underneath, and that's going to be Kissinger. Hauls it into 39, makes one guy miss out across midfield and into Beaver territory. And a beanbag comes in. I think a fumble on the play. Are they going to call him down? And one official saying down as Kissinger hit the ground. The ball came loose right around the 35. Big play for the Bobcats, and another Bicon Services first down. So the Cats mixing it up a little bit. And that curl route from the outside guy wide open that time.
Yeah, and good placement there by Lawrence to be able to put it where he needed. And Kissinger showed a little bit of speed and a little bit of using his body there to make a couple guys miss. Just got to hang on to that ball when you're fighting for extra yards. 1st and 10 from the 35 of the Beavers. Bobcats down 2 scores, handoff straight ahead, little ISO play, and Lashley will work it inside the 35 down near the 32. Cat showing a little different look there out of the split back look. Being able to go either way with one of the backs blocking for the other. And Lashley picks up about 3. 4 down territory here for the Bobcats, just outside the J&M Electric red zone. Out of the pistol set, 2 wideouts left and right, back to look. And the deep pass down the sideline. And Lawrence unable to find Kissinger that time. It looked like he went out of bounds or got forced out of bounds. I couldn't tell which. Yeah, he did for sure.
Came back in and unable to catch up to the ball inside the pylon down there. Brings up 3rd down and 7. Cat taking a shot there. That pretty well thrown ball.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty close to where he needed to. And I like the play call. You're going to go for it on 4th down anyway. Now reset here and make this a 4th and manageable if you can't pick it up here.
2 outs each way. Lashley, the lone back, will take it on the quick hitter right up the middle. Has it inside the 30, spins away and down near the 27. Still needed a couple more to get to the first down, but like you said, he made this a makeable 4th down play. 4th and 2. Now the question is, how do you mix it up, huh?
Yeah, well, we certainly don't want to use that stretch play again for Lashley trying to get to the corner, but Lawrence to be able to use his legs, I think, is the best shot here.
Get him to the edge.
Yep.
Lashley in the backfield, offset left of Lawrence. 2 wide outs each way, motion across to Morris, and they'll hand it off to him, trying to get turned up the field and ran right into the waiting arms of Aiden Price, who will knock him down for no gain, and the Bobcats turn it over on downs. That might have been one that Morris, with a little more experience, might have dipped it in and then back to the outside.
Yeah, and I think Coach is letting him know, man, it looked like it was open to the outside.
Yep.
It's hard to get on a kid for putting his foot in the ground and moving forward, right?
Yep.
Especially when you need a yard or two.
Yeah, he did that earlier in this drive and
right.
had some success trying to turn it up and get something inside. Beavers will stop the Bobcats on downs. A 7-play drive for the Cats comes up short, and Beaver Local takes over on their own 29. Handoff. Coming around the right end is Wise, and he'll take it down the sideline before the Bobcats finally displace him on the sideline. And big gain for Wise, who got to the edge. Didn't look like he was initially going to get it there.
Like 28-yarder there for Wise. He got some speed going down that sideline.
Yeah, he did. So already 2 scores ahead. Beavers in Bobcat territory at the 43. Out of the gun. Handoff. Jones trying to get outside left side, and a flag came in late. And a hold well back behind the play. And the Beavers are going to back up a little bit here. We've had some penalties tonight, but that hasn't really slowed them much. They lead at 14-0, 8 minutes left here. And unofficially, that's 1, 2, 3, a 4th holding penalty I think they've had on offense.
Yep, 5 total.
So all the way back to the Beaver 49-yard line. First down, spreading the field, play action. Foster lobbing it down the left sideline, has him in there, tipped. Michael McHale underneath there, able to get a hand up. There was a guy running, actually was probably going to run right past him, but McHale able to get a hand on it and knock it down incomplete.
Yeah, surprised Foster went there with 2 guys in the area defensively.
And there were 2 receivers too. Somebody might not have been in the right place.
I think that's probably exactly right.
2nd and long. Foster's thrown a couple of nice balls tonight, but the short ones have been the ones that have gained the most. He's got 4 receivers to his right, and he'll roll that way. Looking on the outside with someone chasing him from behind. Foster's going to get to the edge, turn it up.
Foster on the keeper.
Got a few.
King and Damian Shaw on the tackle for the Bobcats.
Sean King for the Bobcats on the stop and brings up 3rd and about 13. And the Beavers right back to the line of scrimmage. Check the sideline, get the play, and ready to roll. They don't give you much time to catch your breath.
Definitely not.
As a broadcaster or a player. Shotgun snap going back to the right, and Foster's pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Cats were bringing some heat. And it will fall incomplete and bring up 4th down.
How about that?
7:09 left here in the 2nd period. Beavers on top 14-0, cannot sustain this drive. And we'll punt for the 2nd time tonight. Cowdrey on to punt the ball away. Bobcats, a couple of guys back near the 15-yard line. Cowdrey will launch one high and a fair catch called. Bobcats muff it down there, and a battle for the loose ball, and the Beavers going to come up with it.
Barlow attempts the fair catch.
Lane Jones.
Recovered by
Barlow for the Bobcats tried to fair catch it, hit him right in the breadbasket, popped out. And Jones there to cover it up. And the Cats give it right back. And in great field position here. Chance to try to get something going before the end of the half, and instead you give it to your opponent at your own 10-yard line.
Yeah, already down 2 scores. That's a backbreaker there.
Second fumble of the night for the Bobcats. This one on a special team. Foster in the offense in the game. Price, Jones in the backfield. Out of the pistol set. Handoff going to be Jones going to the left. Got the student body left. Jumps over a pile of would-be tacklers, and inside the 10, he'll get down near the 6 or 7. Running clock at 6:44, and the Beavers looking to try to add 6 more here. Hey, Foster had to run all the way to the sideline to get to play that time too.
Yeah, Lawrence is not the only one.
No change in personnel. McKenzie spreads the field to the left. Whitehouse to the right. Now Jones shifts up right of Foster. They'll look back to McKenzie. Lobs it into the corner of the end zone, and Foster's pass just wide. McKenzie trying to work his way right back to the pylon. And the timing of that play just a little bit off.
Yeah, he certainly was open.
Yeah.
If the ball would have been where he needed it to be. That being said, boy, with the strength and size advantage you have up front and those big running backs.
Pound it, huh?
My goodness.
You see what kind of offensive play caller you'd be.
Well, I mean,
go get it, huh?
Right.
Well, there in the pistol again. Deep back is Jones. He'll take it off the right side and get hit at the line of scrimmage.
Raider King came ready to play
Raider
today.
King there again. King, our player of the game last week by +1 pizza. Now, he must have liked that pizza well enough. He's going for 2 in a row.
That's right.
He has made a lot of tackles here in the first half tonight. Under 6 minutes to play here. Beaver will face 4th down and goal from the Bobcats 7-yard line.
Well, wouldn't that be a turn of events?
Nick McKenzie split wide to the left, slot that way as well. Out of the gun, Foster, play action, rolls back to his right, then throws it back to the left, has a man, and completed there to Jones, who's going to pile his way into the end zone. Pretty good coverage by the Bobcats, but Jones caught it and just carried the defender with him.
Bleeds his way in the end zone for the touchdown.
Coverage that time. Blaze Barlow was there in the right place at the right time, but he was just outmanned. 205 against 145.
Yeah, quite a bit difference.
So Braden Hall in for the extra point attempt. He's 0 for 2 on those tonight. This one, he drills it low and true. So the Beavers extend their lead 21-0 over the Bobcats here. They utilize the J&M Electric red zone and pop in a touchdown on 4th and goal. 5:20 left to go here in the first half. Beaver Local on top 21-0. We'll be back right after this.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
21-0, your Surgeon Construction scoreboard update. Beaver Local taking advantage of a Bobcat fumble, taking it 10 yards and 4 plays to extend their lead. And now another Valentine Insurance kickoff from Hall. Getting a workout here in the first half. Taking it down the left sideline, high. End over end kick. Shaver will take it to 13, right up the hash mark. Looking for a little space and dives out across the 30. Near the 31 or 2.
Shaver on the return for the Bobcats, brought down by Owen Moore
Cats
for
have
the Beavers.
shown a few flashes of getting things going, but they've got to put something together here and get some points.
Yeah, as you said, move the ball a little bit, put themselves in a couple good positions. got a couple decent plays, a couple good play calls, but then, kind of fizzled out there on that lap possession on 4th down.
1st and 10 from the 32. Deep motion, handoff to that deep back. He'll dip inside and then out for Kissinger, and he's still on his feet across the 45. And near midfield, check that Damian Shaw on the carry. Shaw showing a little quickness that time. Some shiftiness on the edge, and the Bobcats pick up another Bicon Services 1st down and just shy of midfield.
Yeah, again, he's definitely one of those that's run that play much better as the season's gone on. If you can remember those first couple games, just try to stretch it out too far and let those linebackers be able to catch up to him. Put his foot in the ground, straight ahead. Great run there by Shaw.
Good start to the drive for the Bobcats. 1st down on 1 play, just shy of midfield. And Lashley straight ahead off the left side, and he'll move that pile for about 5 yards down inside Beaver territory to near the 45, almost the 44. Got about 5 or 6 on that 1st down carry.
Yeah, but
and the flag.
Coming back.
There we go. Umpire getting his money's worth tonight. He's had that flag on the field a lot. They literally say, and of course you officiate too, you could probably call holding on every play.
Oh, absolutely.
And being a former lineman, I can attest to that.
Well, and you could certainly explain why too. You never have nobody ever blocks with open hands. They always grab the jerseys, and it's legal as long as it's inside the shoulder pads.
So 1st and 20 for the Bobcats, back inside their own 40. See if they can overcome the penalty. Back to pass Lawrence, now flush from the pocket, rolls to his left, looks up the field, and gets stymied on the sideline. The sideline never misses a tackle as he was forced out of bounds back near the 38-yard line. Probably a loss of a yard or 2 there. Just nothing developing down the field. Cat trying to pass the ball in that situation. End up giving up more yardage, so 2nd and really long.
2nd and
20 plus.
What's going that way? Old Washington.
Yeah. Got to get to 4 Mile Hill for 1st down. Deep motion, handoff to the deep man, and Shaw, who had success with that play just a moment ago. Tackle by Price, got a couple out of it. 3rd and long.
3rd and 19 for the Bobcats.
Bobcats have been able to find some short routes open at times tonight. Under 4 minutes to play here. Trail Beaver Local 21-0. And can't stay from in front of the sticks tonight. 3rd and long. 2 receivers right, Lawrence under center, brings Lop into motion. Will fake it to him deep, then step up into a pass rush and finally throw this one out of bounds. Tried to, and did it get picked off anyway? It might have been.
Yeah, he's saying it.
The Beaver sideline reacting as if it was a pick. Lane Jones thought he had it. He dove over there, and a lot of white jerseys were celebrating.
Yeah. Well, they had to try to sell it to the officials.
Yeah, I guess. So the pass ruled incomplete.
Well, now.
Yeah, the chain gang, even the chain gang was fooled on it because they were moving the chains and maybe a little prematurely.
Yeah, well, I thought they were switching out balls, but maybe not.
So 4th down. In the punt, Tedrick, pressure. He aims it for the sideline. It does take a Bobcat bounce near the 40, or inside the 40, near the 35, and then out of bounds. So no return on the play. Cats will mark it down. No flags on the field, and the Cats will send the defense back out with 3:18 left here in the half, trailing 21-0.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach McKenzie wants to put that ball in the end zone one more time before the half, give them a little bit of more of a cushion.
Foster with 3 wides to his right, 1 back to his left, and Jones in the backfield with him. Takes the snap and The Cats will call a quick timeout. I'm not sure. The Cats had 11 on the field, maybe. They might have realized they didn't have all those receivers covered. So with 3:16 to go, Beavers on top and a timeout on the field. We'll thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Doan Ford, West 40 Auto Sales, Village Hardware and Rental, North Star Barbershop, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, and Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Week 9 of the high school football season. A lot of games tonight are going to have playoff implications for one team or the other, or if not both.
Yeah, certainly both, because as of right now, going into tonight's game, Beaver is in the number 12 spot. If you remember, OHSAA changed the playoff structure this year to the top 12 teams, so they are sitting in the 12th position coming in tonight. So if they were to get a W tonight, of course, that certainly would help their cause.
Shouldn't hurt them any.
No.
Win tonight. Week 10 next week becomes the must win. Back to pass. Foster down the middle. And that one picked off, it looks like, right into the hands of Bobcat Blaze Barlow. And I'm not sure really where Foster was trying to go with that ball, because his receivers all seemed like they were on the other side of the field. And so Barlow with the pick. And the Bobcats, with 3:09 left, going to get it right back at their own 44.
Well, there you go.
So both teams playing giveaway a little bit here.
A little bit. Now Cambridge needs to take advantage of this, make this a ball game.
Okay, if I can give you a little bit of momentum and to sustain something offensively. Cats will come out 5 wide from their own 44. Lawrence looks to his left, slides that way, looks down the field, still nobody there. Now we'll tuck it and run up the sideline and get as much as he can before stepping out of bounds near midfield. Let's see where they're marking. Just shy of midfield, it looks like. I thought he got on the other side of the 50, but they'll mark him at the 48. That's one of those things. The Cats haven't thrown it a lot. You know, when your quarterback starts scrambling a little bit, you got to keep moving too. And looking at the Bobcat receivers there, you know, you stand still, you're easy to cover.
Yep, find an open spot. Quarterback will find you.
Or run away, and that's where he did that time. Cats with 3 wides again. Lawrence rolls to his right, gets to the edge, looks down the field, now directing traffic a little bit, and finally forced to throw it away late. Cowdrey closing in on him, and Lawrence just tosses that one away and brings up 3rd down.
Yep, throw it away, live to fight another day.
Didn't have anybody underneath that he could really get it to. Looking at that route, there's only a couple of guys out there for the Bobcats. They had Loftman deep and Kissinger underneath. And
right, both were covered pretty well, and Lawrence just didn't have anybody to drop it to.
So 3rd down and a long 6 for the Bobcats here. Clock stop with 2:49 left to go in the half. Been a long first half.
Sure has.
Both these teams, somebody opened the playbook to the passing page. Straight drop back. Lawrence fires it to the sideline, and that's a long way to throw the ball. Hung a little bit and tapped out of bounds.
4th straight incompletion for Lawrence. Yeah, that one had no shot.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous place to put it, because if that's picked, that's a 6 going the other way.
Yeah, Luke Redos able to get a hand on, just batted it away, but would have been a tough catch even for him. So that brings Tedrick back in. Another punt situation for the Bobcats. Back deep, Wise. Good snap. Good punt. Wise is going to haul it in and then fumble it inside the 30 and battle for it. I think Wise might have got on it first, but there was a defender there for the Cats. Kissinger right there as well, and Wise got to it just before him. Maybe another break for the Bobcats there, but Beaver Local will take over. They've got all 3 first down, 2:37 left in the first half, and a 21-0 lead. From their own 25-yard line, 4 wide set for Foster. Throws this one underneath, has a man on the outside, and completed. McKenzie out across the 30, got about 8.
Foster's pass complete to McKenzie. Tackled by Barlow for the Bobcats.
Barlow on the stop for the Bobcats. Give him 9 on that first down play. They'll spread the field, 3 wides to the right, 1 to the left. Foster rolls to his right, looks on the outside, now fires it underneath. Had a man coming across, but a little high for him. So 3rd and a yard.
Yeah, plenty of time left.
Yeah.
Don't have to be able to put the ball up in the air here with your timeouts as well.
Foster could have probably run the ball for a first down right there, but instead looking down the field, had plenty of time to throw it. 1-by-3 set here once again. Cats with 4 down linemen. Foster will hand it off straight ahead to Jones. He'll pop it through, has the first down out across the 40. That'll stop the clock momentarily. Just the 5th first down for the Beavers in this half. Had a couple of long scores. Reset everything. Wind it back into play. 3 wides to the right. Play action, looking back to the left side. They'll throw the deep comeback route to McKenzie, and he'll haul it in Bobcat territory, about the 48. Enough to move the sticks again, and Beavers now in Bobcat territory with 1:24 to go and all 3 timeouts. Foster checking the wristband. 3 wide to his right. He'll take the direct snap. He'll run that way. And Grayson Stoner will hop on his back, go for a ride, and yank him down after a gain of about 6 or 7. That'll get us under a minute. And I'm sure the Beaver will use one of their timeouts right here. And they will. Leading 21-0 on the move again. We'll step out for 30 seconds and be back with more on KC 105 right after this.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
Back in McFarland Stadium, 59 seconds left in the half. Beaver Local with the ball and a 21-0 lead have burned their first timeout. We'll snap this one from the Cambridge 43. Probably looking to go down the field a little more here. Cats look like they're in a 4 deep here. A lot of cushion on the outside. Foster with the snap, rolls towards his right, towards the sideline, looks down, has a man deep, and jumping catch near the 10-yard line. And that is completed. Luke Redos. Cats had coverage there, but the guy just kind of lost the man. And Foster never did lose sight of him. Throwing it down the field and completed inside the 10. So with 33 to go, Beaver now with a great opportunity to put more points on the board. Started back at their own 25. 2:37 to go. Now 33 seconds left and still 2 timeouts. So can use the whole playbook here, right? Officials with a little conversation. Try to get the clock in the right spot here, 33, and still waiting for a reset here, right?
Yeah, I don't understand what we're waiting on. They're talking something about the clock.
Yep. Yep, that indeed is the case. They wanted 44, not 33, and there we go. Jones offset to the left of Foster, chased out of the pocket, works his way to the left, and then just throws it out of bounds. That was in the direction of the duck pond.
Almost
Incomplete,
made it there.
and he did just about get it there. Good pressure in the backfield that time by the Cats. Like Shiflett had gotten in there and was forcing Foster into some action. He'll throw that one away. 2nd and goal. 37 ticks left.
And why are they resetting the play clock?
Well, Beaver has, they showed earlier in this half, they like that fast break offense, get up and go. Here they've slowed it down to a crawl.
Yeah, they want to make sure they get the right play called, but.
Bunch formation to the left. Foster looks back to his right, has a man slip out of the backfield, and that's Jones. And he'll catch it and haul it in from 7 yards out. So Jones adds his 3rd score of the night. This one a 7-yard catch. Snuck him out of the backfield that time. The Bobcats didn't seem quick enough.
2nd catch for Jones, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a touchdown run, 2 catches.
Pretty decent night so far.
Not bad.
3
Braden Hall,
TDs.
another opportunity for an extra point. Snaps there, holds down, kicks up, and it is good again. So 31 seconds remain here in the first half, and Buckeye Local adding a late score and the extra point to extend their lead. 28-0 over the Bobcats. We'll step out for a quick break. Back with the last part of the first half right after this.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
Back at McFarland Stadium, just 31 seconds left here in the first half. And Beaver Local again makes good on their J&M Electric red zone visit. Puts points on the board. Another touchdown, courtesy of Kemp Insurance Agency. This one again, Jones on a reception. And it's staying 28-0. Your Surgeon Construction scoreboard update. And Hall on for another Valentine kickoff. This one drives Kissinger back inside the 10. He'll bring it up the sideline and across the 20 before he's cut down. About a 12 or 14-yard return, and 27 seconds left in the first half. And the second quarter, Cambridge hung in there for most of that first period, moved the ball a little bit, but have not been able to take advantage of opportunities, and Beaver Local has here in this second period.
Yeah, that quick strike offense has certainly hurt Cambridge a little bit. A couple good defensive stops for the Bobcats so far, but just giving up way too much size and speed in that backfield has just hurt Cambridge.
Lawrence will go under center. Hand it off straight ahead, and flags come in at the beginning of the play. Will stop things immediately. Offside on the defense. So even when probably obviously both teams wanting to get to halftime, we still can't get there.
That is Beaver Local's 6th penalty for 55 yards.
Reset the clock to 27.
A lot of action in the press box tonight.
Oh, man.
I don't know if
50-50 drawing. It's a big one.
Our audience can hear all the
They
chatter.
can probably hear
us.
everything except us.
Probably.
Yep.
Jeez.
Somebody woke up the peanut gallery behind us.
I guess.
Yep. Most of those guys have been sleepwalking through the first half. But 27 on the clock, and we're ready to go. Yeah, the guy running the clock behind us, he's just enjoying the food. I'm not sure he's paying attention to what the officials are telling him to do.
Right.
Hand off to Shaw, coming around on the sweep. That'll get the clock moving again. And I'm not sure anybody's making a move to stop it here.
No.
15 and counting. Second down and 4 And the Cats will let that clock hit zeros and head to the locker room. We'll head there with them. 28-0. Beaver Local on top as we head to the halftime break. Stay tuned. We'll check out some scores from the area a little bit later when we get back. Talk playoff implications. But we'll get you out to the O&N halftime show. Take care of that business, and we'll be back with more football here from McFarland Stadium on KC 105 and YRPtv after this.
I was sitting in my car, and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood, and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio, I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door, and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
At Abel's, we're proud that so many people trust our family with their family's home comfort. I'm Russ Abels. For new heating and cooling, you can trust us to save you money with our high-efficiency systems. We're trusted for electrical work, lighting, outlets, generators, complete home electrical service upgrades. We do it all. And you can trust us in an emergency. Whether it's heating, cooling, or electrical repairs, we promise to do the job right. It's what we do for family, and it's what everyone deserves. Trust Abels.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Named Best Sports Program in the Country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in High School Football is presented by Beck's Hybrids. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tonight in High School Football's Halftime Reports. As we approach Week 10 next week, there are several big rivalry games across Ohio, perhaps none bigger than Massillon-McKinley. We'll talk about that rivalry with former Massillon great Justin Zwick next on the Ohio News Network.
Friday night Under the Lights reminds us teamwork, dedication, and community start in our schools. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wenson, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we are proud to sponsor tonight's game and even prouder to support our public schools. Whether it's touchdowns or textbooks, success starts with a strong foundation. From the classroom to the end zone, we believe in every student's potential because in Ohio, public education matters.
Every day, farmers rise before the sun and put everything they have into a job so few can do. Their courage, resilience, and relentless work shape the legacies and future of our country. At Beck's, we're proud to stand alongside those who don't wait to see what the world will do. They act, they lead, they are the difference. Beck's honors your commitment to your land, family, and purpose. And while we can't predict what the future holds, there is one thing we can do to change it, and that's be the difference, right now, in every decision and every season.
This is Tonight in High School Football on the Ohio News Network. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
We are presented by Beck's Hybrids. At Beck's, they are and will remain farmers at hearts. And welcome back, everyone. Halftime of your game broadcast. Coming up next week, there are some great Week 10 high school football rivalries around Ohio, but probably none is bigger than Massillon-McKinley. Former Buckeye quarterback Justin Zwick lived through this rivalry for a couple of seasons. And Justin, take us through what next week is like and what this rivalry, I guess, was like to be a part of.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, I mean, next week's going to be the high school's going to look a little bit different. They come in and they basically wallpaper the entire school with banners that the cheer squad puts out and puts together. And, you walk into that place and there's balloons hanging everywhere. I mean, it looks like a totally different place. And then all week long, they'll be doing breakfasts between Mass and McKinley. They'll have their huge parade with a huge bonfire. They go all out. This is a game that means a lot to each town, and it has for a long, long time. And I was lucky to be a part of it for 2 years, and in those 2 years we actually got to play them 3 times. So it was pretty cool to have that with a playoff victory. But it's a huge week. This is a game that goes back way back, and these two cities, I think they're 13 miles apart or something crazy like that. And it's just they all want to win this game at the end of the year, and it was really cool to be a part of. But it's always a big game in Massillon, no matter who you're playing. But when you get to week 10, man, things are ratcheted up a little bit, and you got to be ready to go come Saturday afternoon.
Justin, you obviously lived through Ohio State, Michigan as well. Is it similar where the first thing people want to know when they talk to you is what was your record against McKinley?
It is that way. I always, coming out of high school, I always kind of said, getting ready for a place like Ohio State, with that rivalry with Michigan, Massillon McKinley is probably the closest you're going to come being in a high school setting, at least here in Ohio. And, it is, people love that. I'm 3-0 in 2 years. That's what I always like to tell people. And, it's definitely a benchmark for, how did you do against that team down the road? And, I don't even know. They're probably close to being 50-50, I'd imagine, the overall record. But, I think Massillon has done a pretty good job here in the last few years of, getting those wins.
Well, Justin, some may remember you started your high school career at Orrville. I mean, your team won a state title your freshman year, and then you transferred to Massillon following a pretty successful sophomore season. We know how people roll their eyes at transfers sometimes, especially today, but take us back 25 years. What was that process and whole experience like for you? And I guess do some people back home still give you the stink eye?
Well, it was an interesting thing. I was really... Well, I guess Spielman had kind of done it before me,
Sure.
years before me. But yeah, we had a lot of success in Orrville, and Orrville had a great rivalry as well with Worcester. I think they're in the top 5 of for longest rivalry. So we had a lot of great tradition there as well, and had some success. And coming out of my sophomore year, we went to the semifinals and lost. And I just was thinking, if I'm gonna really take this serious and try and go play Division I football, I want to see what I can do at Division I football in high school. Just get to the top level that you can. And, we had played at Massillon in the state championship game, so I had a feel for Paul Brown Tiger Stadium and how cool that whole setting is. And, it's 27 minutes down the road. So it was, it's just a thing where, it was open enrollment back in those days. So I literally went to school in Orrville on Friday, signed all my papers and, told everybody what was happening. And on Monday morning, I was going to Massillon. And it was a strange deal, but I got there middle of my sophomore year, after basketball season. And, they, of course, Massillon just, brought me in. And, I fit right in. And it was just football all the time. And, that was what we were there for. And it was just a special time. But, yeah, Orrville, unfortunately didn't see – what I saw or, didn't think I was doing the right thing. And, we fixed our mailbox about every weekend during the football season. When I graduated, a lot of people came back around and realized, hey, you're going to Ohio State. This kind of worked out for you, by making this move. And, everything's, kind of smoothed over by now.
Former Buckeye quarterback Justin Zwick. Enjoy the Massillon-McKinley rivalry from afar next week. We appreciate your time, okay?
All right, Skip, thanks.
And we'll be back on the Ohio News Network.
Bex recognizes this week's player with heart, Christopher Kinsey from Cardington Lincoln High School, for his commitment and passion on the field and within the farming community.
I mean, I've been playing with these kids since I was in 5th grade, so you kind of build like a brotherhood and like the camaraderie that you have, not just about the game, just like kind of life itself, responsibility, knowing where to be. Resilience is a big one too. I feel like I've gained from it.
Lessons in football, lessons in FFA.
The things I learned, and I knew that I wanted to have, hopefully maybe an ag background in my life. I've showed livestock since I was, very young, and so it was just kind of a given.
And of course, the importance of agriculture.
There's family generation farms that, that's their whole life, and and agriculture. I mean, that's the stuff that brings your community around. Yeah, I think it's just the most important thing ever. I mean, people underestimate it.
At Beck's, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
This is ONN.
Our thanks again to Justin Zwick for talking a little Massillon-McKinley High School football rivalry with us this evening. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football, presented by Beck's Hybrids from the Ohio News Network.
Welcome back to McFarland Stadium. We're at halftime as the Bobcats entertaining the Beaver Local Beavers tonight, and Beaver on top here at the break, 28-0 over the Cats. As the Cats continue their winless and what is now, JV, become a scoreless streak. 3 games in a row and another half as the Bobcats unable to put points on the board in the first half. They had a couple of chances, but a couple of turnovers have foiled their plan tonight. Beaver Local, on the other hand, have added 4 scores. They came 1 in the first period. Lane Jones from 9 yards out, capping off a 67-yard drive. The extra point was wide of the mark, but Beaver Local was struck 3 times in that second period. Peyton Cowdrey, a 68-yard catch from the quarterback, Wade Foster. Jones would add a 4-yard catch and touchdown later in the second period, capping off just a 10-yard drive after a Bobcat miscue, and the extra point was good for a 21-0 lead. And then Jones again, another 7-yard catch, capping a 75-yard drive off, and our halftime score 28-0. And yeah, the first half, if you were to watch these two teams play, for the most part, the Bobcats hung in there, but actually Beaver Local being the recipient of great field position, a couple of mistakes and short fields, and they took advantage of it, and here we are.
Yeah, 2 fumble punt return, gave him the ball at, the 25, 30-yard line, and then the fumble on second play of the game, I think, gave it to him about the 40. So that certainly helps if you're a Beaver. But, they've been pretty efficient. They've had 18 rushes for 105 yards and a TD on the ground, but through the air, they've been real successful. I mean, they're 10 of 17 for 173, 2 scores. Now, there was the 1 INT there late in that second period that gave Cambridge a pretty decent field position and another shot at scoring, but they couldn't take advantage. But Wade Foster doing a pretty decent job through the air. And Peyton Cowdrey, how about this? 2 catches, a TD, 103 yards.
Wow.
Lane Jones, 2 catches, 2 TDs for 13 yards, and he's been the workhorse on the ground as well. Lane Jones, a TD and 38 rushes on 8 yards. Foster, 7 rushes for 34. Cambridge, on the other hand, just hasn't been able to sustain any drives, though they've also had 18 rushes, but instead of 105 yards, they only have 56. And as I mentioned, that fumble by Lawrence there on that second play of the game. Marshall Lashley, 7 carries, 12 yards, also 12 yards on 5 carries as Lawrence. And Damian Shaw, 3 carries, 20 yards. Lawrence through the air, 3 of 8, finished the half with 4 consecutive incompletions. A couple of them he threw them away, but 51 yards total, and all 3 of those catches was to Damian Kissinger, 51 yards on 3 catches for Kissinger. So he's had a pretty decent night so far, but a couple penalties, stalling some drives, and then a couple turnovers really helping Beaver Local. But, they're not doing anything special. They're just taking their time and being able to push the pile a little bit and use that size advantage they have in the backfield, and including Foster. But he's also thrown the ball pretty well as well.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Big guy back here at 6'1", 205, senior quarterback, and in command out there. He gets the offense up to the line and gets them going, and gets them in the right play call, the right formation, and spreads the ball around a little bit. And that's been tough for the Cats to defend. There's so many guys that offensively have been weapons for McKenzie on the outside, and of course Jones in the backfield, and Foster himself. So been a tough first half of the Bobcats, a trail of 28-0. I found a few scores of other teams from around the area might be of interest. Meadowbrook on top of Maysville at halftime, 14-6. They have John Glenn trailing Philo at 14-7 at the half, and Buckeye Trail and East Canton, I guess 14s are wild, 14-6. East Canton on top of Trail at halftime as well. Here, 28-0. Beaver on top of the Bobcats. We'll step out for another break. More halftime coming up after these messages.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today, feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
Looking for a hometown barbershop with friendly service and expert cuts? Judy's Barbershop in Cambridge, Ohio is the place for you. From sharp fades and modern styles to timeless trims, Judy's knows how to keep you looking your best. Every visit is more than a haircut. It's a chance to relax, catch up, and walk out with confidence. Serving generations of families, Judy's Barbershop takes pride in quality and care.
Step into North Star Barbershop, 1300 Clark Street, Suite 3, Cambridge, where every cut ends with a crisp razor shave tailored just for you. Our full-service approach delivers sleek fades, classic trims, and polished grooming in a friendly, relaxed vibe. Whether you're prepping for your day or a special event, our expert barbers ensure you leave looking and feeling your best. Ready for a fresh look? Book today on Booksy or call 740-501-8896. Good luck to all high school football teams this season.
High school football
From AVC Sports
on WWKC, Caldwell, Cambridge. KC 105.
Back at McFarland Stadium, halftime winding down as the Beaver Local band entertained us. Now the Bobcat marching band on the field, and here, 28-zip. Beavers on top of the Cats, trying to punch a ticket to the postseason for Beaver Local. The Bobcats here just trying to end the streak, and this year doesn't look good for them as they finish tonight's game and then go on the road at St. Clairsville. The place has been very unkind to the Bobcats in recent memory.
Yeah, and St. Clairsville is up 14-0 at the half over unbeaten Indian Creek so far, so certainly doesn't bode well for the Cats next week.
A lot of points involved in that game.
Yeah, there is.
And we talked a little bit earlier about playoff scenarios, but probably that's a conversation for the broadcasters next week to get into, with just 12 spots available in each region and each division. That's going to be something that to pay attention to, because things could change pretty quickly, especially when you get down to rivalry games, game 10s, and teams where there's going to be a lot of points changing hands.
Yeah, and we've got several local teams right on that cusp, right? They're looking up at the top 12, and they need a lot of help, but the Cats have been mathematically eliminated, as you can imagine, so for this year. But yeah, going to be a little bit tougher getting into that top 12 now.
Yeah, in years past, certainly you go back to the COVID era when they basically let everybody get in for a year or two there, and then the top 16, which in many regions was just about everybody anyway. But now you're going to have to earn it, and I think for a lot of folks who would think back to the playoffs in their original conception was, hey, it had to be a special season. You had to do something really well to make the playoffs, not just finish with a winning record.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be, heck, when I played, it was only the top 4 teams in each region made it. So we lost out on it a couple times, being in the top 10, top 8, but just not being able to in the top 4. So, and then it went to 8 teams, and it was at 8 teams for a long time. And the Coaches Association made some suggestions. They wanted it to be 12, and somehow OHSAA said, nah, we're just going to go to 16 and heck with it. And so now they've gone back to the 12 scenario, which kind of makes sense. It gives those top 4 teams a bye.
Yep.
Because a lot of times you had number 1 against number 16, and, it was always a blowout, and just didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, now you get some competitive games. You're still involved with a lot of teams in postseason and rewarding a lot of teams for successful seasons. So I think that's pretty much what the playoffs are, because ultimately when you get down to it, there's only going to be one team at the end that's happy.
Yeah, as I've told many teams as I've coached, look, guys, there's only going to be one team that goes home happy this year. So it may as well be you, right? I mean, even though you make it to the championship game, years later you reflect and you remember and you're happy about your accomplishments, but there's only going to be one team that everybody's going to remember after tonight. So make sure you give it your best and make sure that you.
Well, we've talked about that a little bit tonight as well. It is senior night here for the Bobcats, playing their last game at home. And it's kind of a special night, I'm sure, for the fans and parents here tonight. They'll stick around after the game, and the seniors do their final 100 yards down and back, the senior walk. And, those are the times when it maybe hits home to you a little bit more so than it might normally. But, it's a special time, whether you've won every game or none of the games. So it's something to celebrate that you've come to the end of a season, and you'll not get the chance to do this again.
Yeah, only a select few get to do it every year. Football is it's a violent sport, but certainly a very rewarding and a character-building sport. And to be able to stick it out for 4 years, and not just the 4 years of high school, but, most of these kids, if not all of them, have played all through middle school and even at the biddy league levels. And, you see these names, you see them around for 7, 8 years through the years, and, they come and go, but, the game stays the same and the feelings stay the same, man. Those Friday nights running out on that field is just something special.
Even as a broadcaster, you get a little bit of that going on up here, getting a chance to be close to the game and watch it. It's something special, too, that we certainly appreciate the opportunity to do. So I want to thank our bosses for that opportunity, but reliving our glory years, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if there were any.
Well, there were a few of them.
There might have been.
Sure. Yeah. Well, you asked before we started. Do you remember your last game? Absolutely, I remember.
Yeah.
But I have a little bit different memory than some, as my wife would say. You remember what happened on 3rd and 2 in
you can't remember to bring milk home.
No, but you can't remember what you had for lunch yesterday. Yeah, honey, I remember the important stuff.
The important stuff. Halftime winding down. Both teams back on the field warming up. We're going to step out one more time. Second half kickoff coming up right after these messages.
At Doan Ford, your family means the world to us. Our parts and service department work to make sure your family arrives at their destination safely. Our collision department takes pride in getting your family back on the road. Whether you're taking a trip, going grocery shopping, or taking the kids to school, choose Doan Ford. We will be happy to help you. Stop in and see us today for all of your parts and service or collision needs.
Don't let our name fool you. At C&K Muffler and Brake, we do a whole lot more than just mufflers and brakes. From routine oil changes and diagnostics to transmissions, engine work, tires, and more, our expert mechanics keep your car running right. You'll find C&K Muffler and Brake at 220 South 2nd Street in Byesville, right across from People's Bank. C&K Muffler and Brake, trusted, reliable, and ready to get you back on the road. Grand opening alert! Join us at Treasure Hunt Bin Store, located at 148 Glen Highway in Cambridge, right across from West 40 by Pay Year. We're open Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Hunt through bins full of brand new top brand items, from clothes and shoes to house goods and more. Don't miss out on $10 Halloween costumes and exciting Amazon mystery boxes packed with surprises. Treasure the hunt, love the finds. 148 Glen Highway, Cambridge. See you this weekend.
Back in McFarland Stadium here, clock winding down to end halftime, and second half about to get underway. 28-0 first half lead for Beaver Local. They'll get the ball to start things out here in the second half as well. You're checking out some playoff stuff over, aren't you?
Yeah, we were kind of discussing some other local teams. Barnesville currently at 7-1. They are currently in the 6th spot in their region, and a showdown with Union Local next week, who currently sits at number 8 in that same region. So Union Local, they could pull off a win next week and get a win this week. That'd be sitting pretty good there.
Winner of that game next week ought to move up into the top 3 or 4, maybe.
You would think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Second half, getting ready to roll here. Beaver Local is just a score away from trying to make it a rout here and get the clock rolling. Waiting a Valentine Insurance kickoff. Bobcats ready to go. Jacob Vincent there. A trio of Beavers back deep. This one's going to hit at the 20 and then get past one of the upbacks. They're going to have to go back, chase it back to the 1 yard line. Bringing it back the other way. And the Beavers, Richie Wise comes up with it finally after the ball was mishandled and brings it out near the 10 yard line. So as they did earlier tonight, the Beavers missed playing a little bit earlier. We saw them the first couple of drives. They had the ball tonight a little out of sorts and took them a while to get back in action. And leading 28-0, there might be a little bit more of that. Not paying attention to the details of the game.
Well, I'm sure Coach McKenzie and his staff will get them straightened up really quick if that would continue in this drive.
Starting from their own 10 yard line, handoff straight ahead Jones, and he'll be chopped down after a short gain. Peyton Shiflett at the bottom of that pile. Give him 5.
5 yards and carry brings up 2nd and 5.
And the Beavers have had some drives tonight start deep in their own territory. One from the 17, another from the 25, both ending up in touchdowns. Direct snap Foster. He'll fake it, keep it himself across the 20, move the sticks, and finally knocked down near the 21. Morris on the stop for the Cats. Couple of plays, and Beaver looks like they got it back in rhythm here.
Yeah, 2 plays first down already, getting out of that red zone, at least opposite side of the red zone.
Motion coming across, jet sweep, handoff. Working it to the edge that time. And
Owen Moore.
That's going Owen Moore. Moore able to get up the sideline, and they got him marked right at the marker. Near side official says first down. Move him. So 3 plays, couple of first downs for Beaver. And a flag comes in right in front of the Bobcat bench.
It was offsides on Cambridge.
Lining up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, Beaver, he jumped. He was about 3 yards deep into the backfield. Beavers did the little.
If you're going to do it, do it.
Well,
don't do it halfway.
He did it.
There we go. Foster, play action, fires it down the left flat. McKenzie hauls it in and then steps out of bounds, trying to get away from a defender. Lashley in coverage out there. Tell you that Beavers make it pretty tough. McKenzie is a big receiver, 5'10", 155 pounds, senior, pretty quick. They single up him on the outside across from 3 receivers on the other. So they force you to put a lot of defenders on one side and then give him one-on-one coverage. And he's been the go-to guy tonight.
Well, and it really helps when you only take a 3-step drop. Get that ball out quick so that it's a timing route. Your receiver knows what's coming. Your quarterback knows what's coming, but the DB does not.
Hand off Jones, and he'll rumble out near the 50-yard line before he's finally ridden down. Another first down carry for 8 yards as the Beavers mixing it up a little bit. Quick passes on the outside. Runs left, right, and straight ahead, and have their 3rd first down here of this drive. 2nd and 3 from the midfield stripe. Couple of backs either side of Foster in the backfield. He'll hand it off inside Aiden Price this time. And he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Got maybe a half yard there. Beavers staying at the line, check the play call. Ready to go. 3rd and short. Power play with the quarterback on the keeper. Foster will bang it to the outside. Morris will chase him out of bounds, but that'll be enough to move the stick. Got to about the Bobcat 45, and Beavers eating up some clock ahead. Out in probably 4 down territory with 9:38 left. Leading by 4 scores, trying to add a number 5.
Yeah, easy play call there to be able to bring Foster out of the backfield with 2 lead blockers in front of him. That's a no-brainer.
McKenzie comes in tight on the left side. Quick pass out in the right flat and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Good coverage by the Bobcats.
Yeah, there were a lot of jerseys over there when he threw that ball. I thought Cats might have an opportunity to get some hands on that, and instead they were able to break it up.
Good read by the Cats. I think Barlow came up and had the receiver as he made contact with the ball. Price steps out, 4th receiver in, and back to pass goes Foster. Looks deep down the field, comes back underneath, has a man underneath. That's Wise at the Bobcat 30 and up the sideline. He'll be banged out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. And another completion for Foster. That'll put Beaver Local inside the J&M Electric red zone at the Cambridge 15-yard line. Methodically mixing it up, moving it down the field.
Foster eclipsed 200 yards through the air on that 30-yard completion.
First and 10. Foster out of the gun. He'll take the direct snap. Paula blocks off the left side, cut it back, and into the end zone. So Foster breaks the monopoly that Jones had on touchdowns tonight. Taking that one in from 15 yards out.
Yeah, a good cut back there too by Foster. He saw the crease in the defense. Over pursuing a little bit, nice little cut back and found the end zone.
Braden Hall for the extra point attempt, snaps there, holds down. That kick looked like his best of the night, and indeed it's true. And extends the lead, 35-0. Beaver Local on top of the Cats will step out. More high school football action coming up on KC 105 and YRPtv right after this.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
Back at McFarland Stadium, scoreboard update brought to you by Surgeon Construction, 35-0. Beaver Local on top of the Bobcats here. Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown scored that time by Wade Foster, the senior quarterback, scampering in from 15 yards out, and another Valentine Insurance kickoff by Braden Hall. This one down the right sideline. Kissinger on the run, picks it off at the 10-yard line, works his way up the sideline and across the 20 before he spun out of bounds. Kissinger been a busy man tonight.
Yeah, that's his 3rd return for 34 yards.
Running clock now, 8:28 with a score 35-0. Cats will start at their own 24-yard line. Lawrence brings the offense on from the left hash. Split backs behind him. And the handoff, Lashley come to the right side, slips one tackler in the backfield and able to wiggle his way back to the line of scrimmage. Like Price came shooting in there from his linebacker spot. He had a shot. Had Lashley for a loss, but instead, Marshall able to get a couple out of the play.
Yeah, strong run by Lashley to be able to get some yardage. As you mentioned, that's his 8th carry for 14 yards tonight.
2nd and 8. Cats will spread the field 2 wides each way. Back to pass and complete, I think. Lawrence pass. Damian Shaw. Diving attempt out near the 29. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And it's an advantage when you, again, the quarterback knows the play, the receiver knows the play, and the DB does not. So those timing routes, short, quick, 3-step drops, be able to get them out, you got a much better success rate. Be able to get some positive
Try
yards.
to keep them on their feet, let them get some yards after the catch. And Lawrence will play action, roll to his right under duress. A flag comes in behind. He'll keep it up the right sideline. Got enough for the first down, but a flag way behind that play. And it's going to be a hold on the Bobcat line. And that indeed is the call. So penalty will nullify what will be a Bobcat first down. And Cats have not had a ton of those tonight, but they've come certainly at some bad times like that one.
Yeah, that
never is a good time.
Never really a good
is it
time.
A good time for a penalty?
A 10-yard penalty, no. But in that case, certainly gets rid of a first down. That's their 4th penalty for 30 yards.
Like taking the penalty stroke in golf. You know,
yeah, I had a few of those yesterday.
Is it going to be an 8 or a 6? So
I had several of those numbers yesterday.
Yeah. Crooked numbers.
Jeez, it was a rough one.
3rd and long. And a running clock here for the Cats to try to keep a drive alive deep in their own territory. And timeout taken. So the Cats are going to burn a timeout here to try to make sure they get the right number on the board here for this play. We'll take a look at our sponsor list tonight and thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Stone Ford, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, Judy's Barbershop, Abel's Electric Heating and AC, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, and C&K Muffler and Brake. 5:39 with the stop clock here in the 3rd period, 35-0. Beaver Local on top of the Bobcats. Cats have not scored a point for 3 games in a row. Tonight we extend that to 4, and it's been a rough stretch for the Cats. Have not had great field position tonight to get anything going either, and this isn't going to help things.
No, it's been the tale of 2 seasons really for Cambridge. The first half of the season played decent defensively and controlled a lot of the games. They were, I mean, most of the games they were in the game at halftime and just couldn't finish the deal. But this second half of the season's really been tough on the offense.
3rd and long. Lawrence out of the gun. Back to pass, steps up in the pocket, fires one deep down the middle of the field. Has a man there who just could not quite catch up to it. Damian Kissinger had gotten behind the defensive back. The ball impressively thrown where you look where Lawrence let that ball go, where it landed. He was back on his own 10. That ball lands around the 40 of the Beavers, and Kissinger was the closest guy to it, was maybe a step away.
Yeah, not far. Just letting a little bit more to the inside from where Kissinger was running his route down the sideline.
Tedrick on to punt the ball away. Good snap. We'll step into it. Low spiral. This is going to hit around the 40, take a Bobcat bounce.
Uh-oh.
And then a battle for it. Kissinger come up with it, but it looked like
they're
the deep
Cambridge
back. They're going to single Cambridge ball. Wise came up, and I don't know why Wise was going after it, but he did. He went after it and touched it, and Kissinger wrestled it away from him. So I think the Cats are going to get a break there.
How about that?
So after the punt, got a call in the fumble, and Kissinger comes up with it for the Bobcats. He's made a couple of nice plays tonight, returning the ball in kickoffs, punts, and covering on that one. So 4:20 left here in the 3rd. Bobcats improve their field position out near the 46, and chance to try to get something going here.
Yeah, pretty good field position. Break goes Cambridge's way. See if they can take advantage.
Bobcats spread the field 2 wide to the right. Motion across, jet sweep on the handoff. Shaw trying to get to the edge, stretches it a little too wide this time, and he's going to lose a yard on that play.
Shaw on the carry, broke down by Evan Hours.
Owen Hours on the stop defensively. Not been the one where they needed to kick it up inside there. So they'll give him no gain on the play. Shaw in the slot to the left. Working back to the right side. And a completion. Peyton Shiflett. Now, Peyton Shiflett, they switched. They put a different jersey on him. He's 44. And Shiflett moves from the line to in the backfield and catches a pass there for about 5.
Oh, boy, he's a big target.
I'm glad somebody knew that.
Yeah, well, you could kind of tell the way he was running,
Yeah.
but
he runs like a lineman. Is that what you're saying?
No, he's a pretty athletic guy.
He is. They split him out wide here. Lawrence on the keeper. Trying to counter it back a little bit. He's going to lose a yard on that play, and the Cats are going to face 4th down at about 6 from the 50. Running clock, 2:24 left to go in the 3rd period. 35-0 Beaver Local, and Lawrence will stay on the field with the offense, trying to keep this drive alive. Cats haven't had a lot of chances, and picking up one here would be a good momentum builder. Shiflett wide to the left. Back to pass. Lawrence looking at him. Now going to have to step up in the pocket under pressure. Gets away. Still on his feet. Close to the 50, and he'll be sacked there for a loss on the play of a yard or so. Cowdrey on the sack, and the Cats will yet turn it over on downs again. Lawrence at that time didn't trust the space that one of his receivers had down the field and needed to let it go. Take a chance, huh?
Yeah, he had time if he would have just relaxed and stepped up into the pocket to make that throw. But it's hard as a quarterback to be able to still have that confidence that the pocket is open, that you can step up into it when you've been running for your life so much during the season. You're just kind of used to that clock ticking in your head. I've got 2 seconds before I know I got to move.
Beavers on the offensive end started the Bobcat 48 and missed first play. Foster looked to hand it off, could not get it there. Gavin Reeser on the stop with the sack for the Bobcats. Loss of a couple on the play, back to the 49 of Beaver Local. Under a minute left here in the 3rd period.
Foster still the leading rusher tonight in the game. 11 rushes, 57 yards.
Handoff. It's going to be Dylan McKenzie. And McKenzie breaks loose down the right sideline, 40, inside the Bobcat 30. Still on his feet at the 20-yard line before Cambridge finally running Dylan McKenzie out of bounds. Dylan, a sophomore, wide receiver, took that jet sweep and took off with it. He was looking for pay dirt there.
Sure was. He got some wheels.
That'll most likely be the final play of this quarter. 7 seconds and winding down here. I don't think that the Beavers are going to be able to get set and get another playoff. Indeed, they will not. So we'll head to the 4th period. 35-0. Beaver Local on top of Cambridge. Stay tuned. 4th period coming up right after this message.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares. Close to home.
Back in McFarland Stadium, just a couple of seconds away from the start of the 4th quarter here, that Beaver Local in command tonight, 35-0 over top of the Cats. Scored once here in the second half to keep this clock going. Looking to try to get another one here after a long play and starting to mix in a few young guys. last play, saw Dylan McKenzie come in and break one off.
Cats likewise are returning the favor with a few new faces.
Inside the red zone, J&M Electric red zone. The Beavers have been frequent visitors there tonight. And coming out of the quarter break, looks like Richie Wise is going to be the quarterback. Takes the snap, hands it off inside. Big hole for Jones, and he'll scamper 16 yards out like the Red Sea parted that time. And Jones with his fourth score.
It's actually Aiden Price.
Aiden Price, 31. 31, not 21. So Price with his first score. 16-yard run.
But Price on our roster is listed as number 41.
Yeah, but number one in somebody's.
We got to figure it out, though, before the game. New kicker.
New kicker as well, knocking it through. Chris Warwick pops it through. 11:08 left here in the third period. And the kick extends the lead, 42-0. Beaver on top of the Cats. Quick 30 coming up here on KC 105. We'll be back after this.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
Back at McFarland Stadium, 11:08 remains in the game here, and the Beavers extend that lead. This one, Aiden Price from 16 yards out. Sprinting to the end zone. You get a couple of younger guys in here and there, and it's a different, when you get the mix in there, it's a couple older guys, a couple younger guys. You can tell that the younger guys unable to step up into the hole, and the older guys here in this case, Price looking for the pay dirt for the first time tonight. He looked hungry.
Sure did. Some of the younger guys not quite confident enough to step up and
throw a body on him.
Yep.
Valentine kickoff coming up here. And this one back deep. Kissinger takes it at the 8-yard line and works his way up near the 25.
Kissinger on the return.
Damien Kissinger been a busy man on kickoff returns tonight. And they'll mark it. Trying to see where they're going to spot him at about the 22. And well, there's a penalty on the play.
There was. Looks like a hold.
That is going to be the case. That's going to back him up inside the 20. A reverse red zone play. Down at the 12-yard line. And lots of different jerseys out there for the Bobcats.
Looks like Michael McHale in QB.
McHale, we saw him last season. Bobcats are going to have to burn a timeout. Make sure there's 11 different guys out there. And you got to make sure that you got enough in the right spots and the right places. So Cambridge will burn a timeout to make sure that happens. We'll thank our sponsors during this timeout and thank patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Treasure Hunt Bin Store, Bicon Services, West 40 Auto Sales, and Abel's Electric Heating and AC. It's that time of year in Ohio where you get to use the heat at night and the AC during the day.
Right. We've had a few of those days.
A couple of those.
There's been a couple mornings that heat hasn't been on, buddy. It's a little chilly.
Hey, us old people turn it on and stand right on it. Kale back in, got the offense up and ready to roll. Awaits the snap. Shaw crossed in motion. He'll take the handoff, work it to the right side, trying to get to the edge and get out across the 10, close to the 15.
Brought down by a whole host of Beavers.
A lot of white jerseys on the tackle there. Gain of about 2 or 3. McHale putting in the miles now, back and forth to the sideline. I tell you what, you really got to remember at the end of the play, as soon as you hand off, you need to be heading to the sideline.
Yeah.
Get that play call. Cats back to the line. 3 on the play clock. Back to pass. McHale finds a man out in the left flat. Had Damian Shaw out there across the 15, and he'll take the pass out across the 20 and move the sticks for the Bobcats. That is another Bicon for services first down. First for the Bobcats in this second half, 8:40. And a running clock here in the 4th period. 1st and 10. Cats at the 23. Out of the pistol set. McHale with Lashley behind him, steps back to pass it again. Fires one deep down the left sideline, has a man and battle for the ball. There is a penalty flag that comes in as Raider King fighting a DB for the ball. King just kind of ran him down, didn't he?
Well, I don't know if it was, I think he was a little upset that maybe the defense was holding him a little bit, but I haven't seen a call on which team it's on.
Well, it's not going, looks like it's coming backwards. Oh, now they're going to mark it off against the defense. There you go.
Okay, that's what I figured it was.
Yeah.
King got up kind of upset, so I was guessing that he was holding him down the sideline.
Mark it at the 38 and a first down via the penalty. Still a Bicon Services first down. 5 wide for McHale, who's still in throw mode. Pump fakes it to his left. Nobody there. Comes back to the right side. Flag comes in behind the play. Has a man that breaks open late. Lashley down the sideline hauls it in, but put the brakes on this one. It is coming back. McHale, nice touch on that pass down the sideline. Had Lashley behind a defender.
He wanted to hit Shiflett here on our side to the near side, but had not broke off his route. So McHale decided to go to the other side of the field, and as you said, put a really pretty ball right in the hands, but negated by a penalty.
So that'll back it up. First down and 20 for the Cats on that penalty. Shiflett, part of a 2-man set wide to the left. McHale dropping back, looking across the middle, fires it deep down the middle, and a wobbler there that nearly pulled down. A couple of defenders there.
Pass intended for Kissinger.
Kissinger comes up a little hobbled. He was right in between, sandwiched in between a couple of defenders, and unable to pull that one down. 2nd and 20 now.
Shiflett still out here.
Yeah.
That receiver.
He's a big receiver.
Yeah,
man.
he is.
Nice target out there. McHale looks to his right, flips it out in the flat, has Lashley, works his way sideline to the 40 and out near midfield. Might have got enough for the first down. They're going to mark him right at the marker, and I think that's going to move those sticks again. Another Bicon Services first down. Lashley that time just taking the swing pass, got to the edge and turned it up and got a bunch.
Yeah, hit that corner and went straight forward, 20 yards downfield. Lashley doesn't catch a lot of balls out of the backfield.
Coming up on the 5-minute mark, Bobcats with their best drive of this second half. Spread in the field, 3 receivers wide to the left, 2 to the right. McHale, again, back to pass, fires it out in the flat and over the head of Damian Shaw, right off his hands there, just a little high. He pulls that one in and turns the corner. He might have got a good bit too. But instead falls incomplete. Will not stop the clock. Bobcats only one timeout remaining.
Sure would be nice for these boys to put it in the end zone here for this game.
Second
completed.
And 10. Just shy of midfield. McHale back to pass, looks down the field, has a man near the sideline, pulled down. Trayvon Shaver pulls that one in. Just this drive alone, I've got Bobcats with 5 passes, completing a number of them as well.
Yeah, 3 for 5 for 35 yards is McHale.
4-minute mark. 3rd and 3 as the Bobcats try to sustain this drive. Lashley offset in the backfield, left of McHale. 2 wideouts each way. McHale back to pass, finds Lashley in the left flat. He'll catch it, cut it up inside, work it back to the near side, and then have the first down to Moore down the right sideline. And inside the 40, dive near the 35, and have another Vicon Services first down. So the Bobcats use the pass and then Lashley using his feet.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that was a backwards pass. So should go down as a run for Lashley.
Hey.
From my angle, it looked like it was backwards.
Well, you're sitting right on the yard line, and you're official till it's unofficial.
That's right.
But, yeah, I'm giving you that designation right now.
We'll give her to McHale.
McHale again, back to pass. Fires it deep down the sideline, and a ball overthrown. He had Lashley breaking down the sideline. Or is that Shaver? I think maybe down the sideline. It was Shaver. Those can't miss that purple or a pink sock. Eh?
No, definitely not.
2:38 and counting here for the Bobcats, trying to punch it in the end zone. Face 2nd and 10 from the 36 of the Beavers. Four wideouts and motion to 3 on the left side, and McHale will roll that way as well. Looking down the field, fired underneath and behind his intended receiver, Shaw. Incomplete.
Well, they better hustle if they want to try to get this ball in the end zone before we run out of time.
Clock under 2 minutes here. It's hard to get yourself in that mode that when you throw an incomplete pass, it doesn't stop the clock. The clock continues to run with the score 42-0. Beaver on top of the Bobcats. They've had a couple of second half scores here to extend the lead. Cats have not been able to get on the board yet. 4 wide out of the pistol. Motion across. McHale again. Rolls to his left. Now Plants got stuck underneath. Got away from a defender in the backfield. Now we'll run it up the field. He's faking the pass even though he's past the line of scrimmage. He'll get about 5 out of it, but the Cats are going to face 4th down. McHale with a 50-yard scramble, and the Bobcats are going to burn their final timeout with 1:09 to go. Trying to come up with some magic here to keep the drive alive and put points on the board. 42-0 our score here as we'll step out for 30 seconds. Back with the end of this one right after this message.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
Back at McFarland Stadium, just 1:09 remains in the ball game here. The result never in doubt. The question is whether or not the Bobcats put points on the board here.
Well,
facing 4th and about 5.
They've got all 3 of the riders in the game here, 2 of them in the backfield.
Oh, my.
Uh-huh. With illegal numbers, so we're going to see what happens here.
McHale will go under center. Play action rolling out. Will tuck it and run. Have the first down and then some to the 20, 15, 10, and out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Michael McHale. Bobcats Coach Gunn utilizing the opportunity to get a lot of seniors in the game tonight who wouldn't normally get in, and certainly in some situations and plays like, hey, go in, stand in this spot, and don't
right.
move, right?
Yes,
Just
do not
stand right there. McHale will pick up another Vicon Services first down.
Well, this is the closest they've been, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we've been inside
Haven't
the 20
been in
tonight,
the red
have we?
zone, the J&M Electric red zone. 31 seconds left, first and 10 from the 11-yard line. McHale hands it off straight ahead. Pounding it straight ahead. One of the Ryder brothers.
You got 2 yards out of it.
Got a couple of yards. Cass got to get lined up. Well, I don't think they're going to get it done.
No.
The clock's going to run out on them, but memories made certainly tonight, even in a losing effort, as the clock hits zeros and the final score tonight. Beaver Local going to go to 5-4 on the season with a 42-0 victory over the Bobcats. Cambridge drops another one and fails to score again tonight, losing 42-0 and 0-9 as they head to St. Clairsville next week. We're going to step out a couple of minutes here, pay some bills, get our stats and scoring in order, be back with more on our post-game wrap-up here on KC 105 and YRPtv. Once again, tonight's final, Buckeye Local 42, Cambridge 0. Back in a couple moments.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
At Abels, we're proud that so many people trust our family with their family's home comfort. I'm Russ Abels. For new heating and cooling, you can trust us to save you money with our high-efficiency systems. We're trusted for electrical work, lighting, outlets, generators, complete home electrical service upgrades. We do it all. And you can trust us in an emergency. Whether it's heating, cooling, or electrical repairs, we promise to do the job right. It's what we do for family, and it's what everyone deserves. Trust Abels.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
High school football
From AVC Sports.
on WWKC, Caldwell, Cambridge.
KC 105.
Back in McFarland Stadium. Post-game moments here as the Bobcats seniors and for the band, the cheerleaders, players all down there with alma mater, and now the chance to take the final walk, but do so in a losing effort tonight, 42-0. Beaver Local comes into town and runs out with a win and picks up a couple of second half scores, but Lane Jones, boy, the story tonight, he added a couple of scores in the air, one on the ground, got things started in the first period with a 9-yard run, added a catch from 4 yards out and 7 yards out in the second period, and Peyton Cowdrey, a 60-yard catch and run from Wade Foster. Foster would run one in the third period to extend the lead to 35-0, and then Aiden Price, the final score of the night, from 16 yards out. And our final tonight, 42-0. Beaver Local going to 5-4 in the season. The Bobcats dropped to 0-9. 4 weeks in a row, Cats failed to get into pay dirt, but certainly tonight memories made nonetheless. A final home game for the Bobcats here at McFarland Stadium, and a couple of guys got into some situations and plays and spots they might not normally, because it's a chance to do that, and you're making a memory that these guys are going to talk about forever, I'm telling you.
Well, a couple of them will, for
Yeah.
sure. When Zyler Ryder gets a chance to run the ball and Peyton Shiflett caught a ball. I mean, guys that are playing positions that they haven't had a chance to play before. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, we talked about it several times. It's just it's a unique experience, and it's a night they certainly won't forget.
So they take their walk, and we kind of walk through some of the stats tonight on our post game. We'll have our player of the game by Plus One Pizza here in a moment. But, the stats certainly heavily favoring Beaver Local tonight, and they had certainly more to play for, I think, thinking of the postseason and being on the bubble and chance to try to get in tonight. And they certainly were focused on that tonight and hoping to punch that ticket to week 11 here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they're certainly looking forward. They had some things that they needed to accomplish tonight, and I would guess that if you ask Coach McKenzie, they certainly did that on the scoreboard for sure, and I think they were pretty efficient too. I mean, on the ground, 28 carries, 199 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 2-point conversion. That's pretty good numbers there. Led the way, as you mentioned, Lane Jones with a TD, 10 carries, 50 yards. Wade Foster, though, 11 carries, 57, both of them with a touchdown, but Jones had the 2-point conversion. Aiden Price also ran one in, had 26 yards on the ground. Those were the leaders. But they also were very efficient through the air, too. Foster, 12 of 19 for 209 yards, 2 TDs, but he did have that 1 interception down here on our side into double coverage. Nick McKenzie, through the air, 5 catches, 43 yards. He was certainly the workhorse there, but they had big cushions on him. I mean, he was wide open all night long. But Peyton Cowdrey, 2 catches, 1 was a touchdown, 103 yards, and Lane Jones, 3 TDs total and a 2-point conversion. He caught 2 TDs for 13 yards. So pretty efficient night, both on the ground and through the air. The one thing that he's certainly going to bring up is losing some concentration and having way too many penalties. I mean, over 70 yards in penalties tonight for the Beavers on 7. So he's certainly going to make that a point. But they are in the middle of a playoff hunt. Absolutely. Yeah. Going into tonight, they are number 12. The top 12 make it. So this game certainly going to help them in the win column, though Cambridge won't give them any help in secondary points. But they have to win, and more than likely they're going to have to win next week, too, to be able to sneak in there.
Yeah, they play Lakeview next week, who is 3-5 coming into this week, and a chance to win that game and maybe pick up a few second-level points. They may need some help, but Week 10 is always tough to predict because there's so many other factors and divisors. You got to figure out who beat who and how good their record was, and it goes way down the line, even the teams you played earlier in the season. So let the experts who are good at that figure it out.
Yep, you got to take care of business, number one.
Yep,
and number one is you have to win the game. If it works out, it works out. But you don't want to be sitting around waiting and relying on other people to do your job for you. Cambridge tonight, obviously, we said they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. They were a couple weeks ago. A little bit better statistically tonight, 18 rushes, 56 yards on the ground. They were led by Marshall Lashley. Of course, there's no surprise, 8 rushes, 14 yards. A.J. Lawrence, 7 rushes, 9 yards. He did have that fumble. But Damian Shaw, 23 yards on 5 carries. And how about Michael McHale, came in with leading rusher tonight on 2 carries with 25 yards.
He had a couple of big runs.
He had the 20-yarder right there at the end.
Bit, yeah.
And he did. We're getting to his numbers through the air. A.J. Lawrence, 5 for 11, 59 yards. Was running a lot for his life there tonight and never really had a chance to get his feet set. But Michael McHale, 4 for 8, 54 yards. Had a 20-yarder and a 19-yarder. Damian Kissinger, 3 catches, 31 yards. Marshall Lashley, 2 for 39 yards. And number 44, previously number 54 on the field, but number 1 in your hearts, Peyton Shiflett, 1 catch, 5 yards. How about that?
Yeah, you got to wonder how practice went this week with some of those guys. And Peyton, maybe he said, Coach, I may have the best hands on the team here. If you just give me a chance,
Sure.
Ended up, they had a jersey on the sideline for him, put him on him, stuck him out there, threw it to him, and he caught it.
Yeah, how about that? Well, look, you only have so many kids on your sideline. You only got so many big kids. Look, Peyton, you're pretty athletic, and he can get up and down the basketball floor too, but yeah, you're going to help the team best if you're up front on the line. And so, you have to make sacrifices as players and do what's best for the team. But in a situation like this, absolutely, put a legal number on him and throw the ball to him.
Hey, and it happened tonight, and guess what?
Yep.
He is a senior and toiled in the trenches all year long. And as you said during our break there, he suffered an unfortunate injury a year ago that cost him an entire season. And tonight we're going to reward him for his hard work and getting back into it. And he's going to be our +1 pizza player of the game.
There you go.
So congratulations to Peyton, and maybe he'll share that with a few of his other senior buddies on the line. Probably not, because looking at some of those guys, 15 seniors tonight playing their last game at home, and a lot of them linemen. Pizza doesn't go very far with those guys.
No,
I know from experience.
for
It's
sure.
not going to happen. So, good luck to those guys in their futures. Football will always be memories in the past, but, tonight, sharing this time on your field with your friends, that's part of it.
A unique night, a unique experience. Glad that they stuck it out and was able to celebrate with their brothers.
Final score tonight, once again, Beaver Local with the W. They win 42-0. Bobcats close out their season a week from tonight at St. Clairsville. We will not be traveling with them, but certainly folks may be wanting to go down there. And I'm not sure if it's on one of the local stations down there, a game of note for the Red Devils. But for the Bobcats, their last game in this campaign. For me and you, JV, same thing. Our last game of the campaign before we turn to the round ball season. And before you know it, we'll be there.
Yeah, it's going to be here quick. The weather does not feel like it. Kind of hope it stays this way throughout the basketball season. Somehow I don't think that's going to happen.
No, well, we won't be outside. Don't worry about it.
That's true.
Hey, want to thank Sam running the board here tonight at the game. Great job there. And Andrew out in the elements tonight, hanging in there with the camera, giving us all the great shots and replays. Final score again tonight, 42-0 Beaver Local. I'm Bill Kifuri for John Valentine and crew. Until round ball season, we'll talk to you then. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to High School Football, a presentation of AVC Sports and WYLA-FM, Byesville, Cambridge's FM 97.7.